My mic's not on. Of course it's not on. Hey, everybody. Hey. Check it. Check it, check it. Check, check. Mic right here. How's it going? How does the audio sound? That's my main thing. Because now, I'm literally, which is crazy, I'm talking in my normal, like, indoor voice. And this is the quality. Or this is how it sounds. So I want to check. I sound like an ASMR channel. You know what? If people are going to tell me... Sorry, I'm peeking a bit. If people are going to tell me I have a good voice, I got to put it to work. I got to put that shit to work. Okay? I got to put that shit to work. So yeah, if the voice sounds good, if Pav-Marvis, I don't know if that one works. Passamarvis, that's so hard to say. So hard to say. Povis is crazy though. Povis is nuts. It's so good. Now I might accidentally make the mic peak like that. In fact, I'm gonna turn the volume down a bit on the microphone. But I think in terms of my home setup, I think we're almost in the final form. Like the setup in terms of the computer has been gradually evolving over the past like year and a half. But I think we're almost in the final form here. We're in the final form. Dude, are people realizing? Okay, are we actually reading? No, we're actually gonna read fanfiction. In fact, I got inspired because I was like, wait. No, it's not a bullying stream. This is not just a bullying stream, okay? But yes, we are gonna be reading fanfiction. But no, there may be some bullying involved, but at the end of the day, this is my perspective, okay? At the end of the day, this writing is people putting themselves out there on the internet, all right? They wrote something and they posted it for like thousands of people to read. So I can't cast too many stones, okay? Because they're doing something that I never did, okay? I don't think I've ever written fan fiction, but I have done some personal writing on the side, and like, dude, publishing or posting your writing or anything you do anywhere, you know what? Respect. So, yes, also teenagers. I think a lot of the ones we're reading today are going to be written by teenagers. Because we're not doing recent stuff. We're going deep into we're going into the history books here. We're rewinding the clock, is what I'm trying to say. We're not reading contemporary stuff. We're reading primarily what I want to read, which is Awakening release fanfiction, because that's what I was reading at the time when Awakening came out. And I want to see, do I remember any of these fics? I want to see like how my perspective of the writing has changed if I do find a fic I like. I want to be transported back. Okay? I want to go back to 2013, all right? I want to see, I want a snippet of that time again. There also, there might be some YouTuber chat plays FE fics going here. But look, we can go further back and look at some other fics from like even further back. 2013 in terms of fan fiction history isn't like, you know, the oldest you can go. Like you can go older than that on fanfiction.net. I'm also gonna stick to fanfiction.net for now. Just because again, it's the site at the time, at least from my perspective, that everyone was using. So also I'm gonna ask one more time if the audio levels are still good, and if the like sound quality is good and the balancing's good. Because I if I'm gonna be reading for the rest of the stream, I wanna make sure that it's okay. Alright, so also I got water. I'm gonna need a lot of water this stream, because I'm gonna be narrating the fanfiction. This is gonna be like Pavis VA like fucking bonanza. It's gonna go crazy. But yeah, this is just for fun, by the way. But chat makes a fanfic. Chat has made a fanfic, or has made fanfics plural, I think. So wouldn't be the first. But yeah, this is the point. If people are just getting in here, the point of today's stream, we're going back to 2013. We're reading some release period Awakening fanfics. We're gonna see which ones I recognize, if I do recognize any of them. We're gonna click on ones with funny titles, wacky titles. We're going to try to find maybe some diamonds in the rough, or maybe some diamonds in a pile of diamonds. You know what I mean? Like, find some diamonds in the diamonds, you feel me? Could do that. It could be that too. Okay. The gay Crobin wave. Oh my god. Dude. We have to read, by the way. We have to read a modern AU Awakening fic. We have to read. We simply must read a modern AU Fire Emblem Awakening fic. I'm here to tell you, all your fanfic writers, you're cringe. Miguel, I'm here to tell you that all your isekai is probably fucking cringier than this shit. So enjoy those stones in your glass house, alright? They're like 0. There's zero gay fics on fanfiction for some reason. Maybe, I guess, yeah, maybe fanfiction.net is too straight. Maybe it's too straight. For some reason, all good modern AUs feature single parents getting together. Also, yes, this is a pro fanfic stream, okay? Go write fanfics, create fanfics, like, we love fanfics, okay? Yes, we're here to laugh a bit, we're here to tease a bit, there'll be a little bit of bullying, but we're here for some nostalgia blast for the 2013 Awakening babies, okay? They censored them all 10 years ago. I mean, there's some filters on here that I don't think I'm gonna touch today in the search. There's a lot I think I'm not gonna touch today. For sure. Avis X microwave fanfic? That is not. Does that exist? If it was written, I don't remember it. In which case we can revisit, but Lord Electrical fanfic? We do need some Lord's Electrical fanfiction. That's also true. Alright, you know what? Let's just hop into it. Alright. I just want to get reading. I'm too excited. Too excited. Okay, so we're in fanfiction.net. Here's the filters. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do to start off. Okay? We're gonna go Elise. We're gonna apply, and then we're going last, and then we're hitting the last button, baby. We're gonna. What's the first one here? When was this posted? 2012. 2012. Someone was writing these in 2012. Oh my god. This is before this was only JP was released at this point. There wasn't even a English release. Can we put it in dark mode? Does fanfiction.net have a dark mode? Wait, any fanfiction.net aficionados on the chat, does this shit have a dark mode? I don't think it does. Only on mobile? I don't see dark mode. Look, just deal with it, okay? Just deal with it. Relax. Okay? We're not on mobile. Okay? We're not on mobile, we're on desktop. There's nothing I can do, okay? Unless, wait, if I hit the mobile button. Okay, that didn't work. That didn't fucking work. But we have... I want to see what this first one is. It's a woman's world. One shot. This is one chapter, 1.2k words. Time travel wasn't all it was cracked up to be. Nor was the iris of the past. True, it was blissfully free of Gimli. Is this like... Again, this is going to be using like English... localization before the localization. So this is Grimleal or Grima. But suffice to say that some things never change. And as Lucina discovered, the dismissiveness of bandits towards helpless women was one of them. Do I want to read this? It's a woman's world by hockey. The first fic listed. Do I want to? I don't know if I like this setup. Let's try. Let's try there. Okay. We got an author's note. All right. That's what AN stands for, right? Author's note. I did pick the topic, but I didn't pick what the people wrote. Okay. I'll lay this out from the start. It's based on Awakening. Yes, the plot specifics are hazy. Yes, I probably butchered Lucina's character. And the evidence this is probably in her support. Still, at this time, I'm willing to take some liberties. One of them being a joke. I remember reading that she was disguised as Mars so that more people would buy the game. Fair enough, but my own joke would be that Marth looked like a girl from the start. Okay. Okay, so they literally, this is like a fanfic that's like filling in the gaps. They don't even know all the characters. How long is that's not this long anyways. We can do this, but here we go. First fanfic for Final Awakening from before its North American release, based only on the JP release. Okay. All right, Pavis VA, lock in. Lock in. Take a sip of water. Pavis Amar in the building. Here we go. Wait, who am I narrating as? I'm Lucina, or I'm the narrator. Am I a narrator or Lucina? Okay, let's just start. This was the worst play. Can I highlight as I go? I can't even highlight text as I go. Okay, I'll use my mouse to track. I can't believe I couldn't. Why can't I highlight the fucking text? Oh, can I turn lo-fi down? I can turn it down a bit if it's a little loud right now. I still want some ambience in the background. Iris is Elise. Prezia is Ferox. Thank you. Thank you. I'm gonna just say it as it's written, though. This was the worst plan ever. Of all time. Never mind the whole time travel thing. Never mind the end of the world, the apocalypse, Ragnarok, or any other term that people like to use to describe the end of all things. No. This plan was stupid. This plan was desperate. And in Lucina's mind, even cowardly. Suppose my father survives, the princess wondered, taking stock of her surroundings. Suppose the timelines merge. Will he be grateful? Or ashamed that I ran from my own timeline? That I chose to save one world at the expense of the other? Lucina didn't really understand how time travel really worked, and Naga had been mute on the subject. She was here to change history. To prevent Gimli... I can't actually... Wait, I might... Gimli is Grima. So okay, Gimli, I'm just going to say Grima. To prevent Grima from possessing his vessel, striking down her father and dooming the world as was the purview of an evil spire fitting dragons of death. I fucked that sentence up, whatever. Whether she was setting up a paradox, creating a new timeline, also holy commas in this writing, I'm sorry. No, I'm not gonna... Honestly, the writing could be a lot worse. There's just so many commas. Okay, and lists. We'll try again, alright? Be nice. Whether she was setting up a paradox, creating a new timeline, or saving the existing one with the power of magic or something, she didn't know. But she was here. And adjusting her mask, all the daughter of Crom with a K. was like, I'm gonna say Crom with a K. I think every time it's felt like this, I can't help myself. Crom with a K. And all the daughter of Crom with a K was left to do was wonder exactly where here was. At least, presumably, she reflected. Or at least the continent. But what about the country? Hello then, what we got here? Perezia is Regna Ferox? Or is it Pelagia? This has got to be Pelagia, right? This has got to be Pelagia. If we're dealing with bandits, it's got to be Pelagia. There's no way this is Regna Ferox. What the hell? Okay, I'm just gonna say Pelagia. This has got to be Pelagia. Hello then, what we got here? Pelagia, I guess. Ooh. It was a generalization, but she'd never heard of bandits in her homeland before, and she was willing to give Naga the benefit of the doubt that she'd at least arrive in the right hemisphere. But either way, she had to deal with the here and now, namely the two bandits approaching her, and all the commas in the prose. You lost, love? One sneered. It's a bit late out, ain't it? Lucina knew they were definitely bandits by now. Even if she didn't stop to consider the fact that they weren't wearing shirts and were carrying axes, most bandits seemed to do that for some reason, their speech, movement, and smell was enough to alert her of their intentions. What's the mask for, eh? One of the two asked. Don't you want to show your pretty little face? I'm improving dialogue now. I'm adding ad libs and additional words. Okay. Lucina remained silent. The mask, the bloody mask. She doubted whether the bandits actually cared what they looked like, but nothing. I need to work on my act. Love, Lucina declared, is an appropriate term. Hey? My name is Marth, Prince of Akanea. Say what now? This isn't working, Lucina told herself. This really isn't working. Nog had told her to wear the mask to hide her mark and her identity. Whether she could aid her parents and preserve said identity, she didn't know. Hopefully she could make changes to this timeline and return to the future. How many times are we gonna talk about the premise? I'm so okay. No bullying. No bullying. I don't know how old the person was when they wrote this, but we've said like the premise of the events surrounding the plot like 3 times now. Let's say it again, okay? In case nobody heard, read it the first 2 times. Let's say what happened. Whether she could aid her parents and preserve said identity, she didn't know. Hopefully she could make changes to this timeline and return to the future with her parents none the wiser. But if she had to have an identity, it had been suggested she take the mantle of Marth. Her distant ancestor, similar features, similar build, and even a same sword. Who's Marth? One of the bandits asked suddenly. And clearly this was an excellent plan. Clearly, the whole identity assumption was a necessary cover story. Clearly, humanity deserved to be saved due to its respect for history. You know, Marth, the other bandit murmured. Royal Pratt. Enemy of Grima. Oh yeah, read about him. Him, the other bandit asked. You Pratt. Marth was a girl. I'm just flipping around the nation of England with every time I open the bandit's mouth. No way. He was a prince. A king. You ever see a picture? That was a ghoul if I ever saw one. It occurred to Lucina that she could slip away, head across the border, get down to the hero business. But by all that was holy, she was royalty. Next in line for the throne of Elis, the blood of Marth and Henri ran in her veins, and she wasn't gonna have these scum insult her. Why she connect? I don't know. I don't know. Pavis VA is flexible on the exact location of where bandits originate from. Okay? Come on. If Marth was a girl, Deluna would have never been defeated. Is that Duma? Who's Deluna? Who's Deluna? Would never been defeated. No girl could do that. Iris got a female ruler now. Why should have been every different? Who's talking, by the way? What's your point? Women can't rule. Misogyny alert. The bandits are misogynists. They can't fight either. Call the misogyny police. We've got some bandits to arrest. Okay. Only difference is that they're slightly less incompetent in the first area. Lucina grit her teeth. And not just because the bandits were ignoring her. Well, this is completely incompetent in everything they do. The bandit gestured to Lucina. I mean, if this is Marth, he or she is dead anyway. You're just ignoring the argument. Why did my accent change again? Lucina charged. It wasn't something Naga would have been happy with. She was meant to be subtle, to only make changes to the timeline as her mission allowed. She should have gone with her Marth impersonation, simply headed off to the land where people showed him with respect that he deserved, which might have been hard because if they did do that, they'd be able to see he was a female and therefore not Marth. But okay, the sentences are killing me right now. That sentence it killed me, but okay, you know what? Keep going. Heads up. Whoa, you can't say that. Heads up. Wait, who's saying this? I don't know who's saying this dialogue. Who is saying this dialogue? If Lucina's saying this dialogue, that's really funny, but I don't think so. I know what? I'm not gonna censor. Okay, everybody, plug your ears. Okay, I'm about to say a bad word. All right, heads up, bitch on a rampage. That bastard is Marth. It's a guy. Lucina parried one bandit assassin and kicked the other in his gut. Screw the timeline. Screw these two. Obviously, they had nothing to contribute to the future, so there was no reason to spare them. Or at least there wasn't until both were lying on the ground, their axes as far away from their bodies as their pride. Right now, the only thing close to them was Falchion. The Falchion. The Falcon. Yield? Lucina asked. They nodded. Perhaps they weren't as stupid as she first thought. Perhaps. Say it's Moth, a guy. No girl could do this, and Lucina kicked him. You bastard. Bitch, actually, she murmured. She took her mask off. Both bandits stared at her. I'll lay this out for you, Lucina said. Marth was male. I don't care what he looked like. I don't care how many people may pair him with red-haired youths in fictionalized fighting tournaments. He was male. End of story. The bandit stared at her. Combination of the whole male and or third person, she supposed. Either way, they stared even more as she took her mask off. But I'm not Marth, she declared. I'm a girl. Female, I'm sorry. Female. The one who's currently putting a sword to both you men on the ground. Dude, the women in power. We've saved women. Women have been saved, everybody. We saved the women. That's so funny. I'm a girl, female. This is impeccable dialogue. I love that. I'm a girl, female is crazy. The bandits kept staring. So here's what's gonna happen, Lucina continued. I'm gonna put my mask back on. I'm gonna go back to being Marth, and you're gonna tell everyone you met that Marth beat you. What? Okay, that's fine. And why would we do that? One of the bandits asked. Because the only alternative is to tell the world that you were beaten by a girl. Surely the lesser of two evils, wouldn't you agree? Nodding in shocked silence. Clearly, the bandits agreed. I thought so. Okay, okay, you know what? This is a good tone setter in terms of, you know what? Honestly, for being written before there was even an English localization, it gets, like, kind of the details okay. Lucina's character is just not correct. But, you know what? I appreciate that the author at the beginning was like... Literally at the beginning, the author was like, look, I'm making some shit up. Like... So honestly, keep in mind this is literally the first thing published on fanfiction.net for Fire Emblem Awakening. It's not that bad. Can we see the reviews? Okay. Oh, yeah, dude, I love the usernames. No name available. Wait, Bizmix? That can't be Bizmix. I love Lord Fan of Awakening. That's an insane username. I love it. That's definitely not Bizmix, but I think that I'm now in my headcanon, this is Bizmix in 2014. King Awesome? Yeah, King Awesome. Lone Wolf 218 says lol. Dude, so true. Those bandits really were dumb, weren't they? That trope never gets old. Dude. People would type like this on the internet in 2013. They really would type out lol, all caps. Also, these reviews, I'm not usually into the whole Gunlord 500 has to weigh in, by the way. They have to weigh in. But this was funny. Nice work. We also have Smiley Face XD as the ender. Man, this is a peek back in time. And yes, no AI reviews. Not a single AI review in sight. Just pure, unfiltered, just thoughts straight from the domes of enlightened individuals. That's awesome. Geb the God? Okay, Geb the God or Jeb the God? Jeb? I don't know how to say this. Wait, what? Wait, I'm not. Look at this. If there were spelling or format errors in this review, it's because I'm typing this up on my Wii. What? But bro was for FIRSTOFF, comma ILOVTHE. Damn. This literally, this would have taken, if you're typing this on the Wii, this is taking you a while to type out. Like, that's a while to type out. Anyways, yeah, so we should keep looking at the reviews because they're also a peek into the culture. Okay, let's peruse some more and see what we got. I'm kind of just gonna look at the titles to see what we're dealing with. T for 3, disabled? What is this title? Don't read, Ben is my unit, not some OC. As if there's a fucking difference, buddy. Okay. Worth living. I challenge my fate. Grima the Fell Dragon, the Princess and the Dragon. Hexes and proposals. Enter Tharja, a Pelesian dark maze. Let's take a look into where Avatar obsessed mind, shall we? The Newest Shepherd. Love Fortunes. Wait, what? I want to see, like, what's some popular stuff on this page? Like, what's the most reviewed here? Worth Living's got 17 reviews. 27 reviews on I Challenge My Fate. 18 reviews on T for 3. If you don't read yaoi, I'll unsubscribe. We'll try to hit the yaoi checkbox. Organize my most favorites, but then it won't be ordered by chronologically, no. Length. Filters? This is a very wholesome first page. Let me look at page 130. The apple doesn't fall far. Can you atone for the blood in your veins? Dude, people are really liking the... I mean, I guess it makes sense. People write about, like, Robin having Grimleal blood. Village idiot. Donald fucking... Dude, why you gotta do Donald like that? Just calling him village idiot. Dark side. Wait. Dark side? I need some edgelord shit. I need some edgelord shit, man. By time range, then sort by most favorites. I'll do that after I look at this page. Here, then, and now, Morgan's Quest, Make Me a Bride. I don't like that. I don't like the name of that. Robin tells Lisa that he's promoting her to the bride class. Like I don't know. I don't like that. I'm not clicking that. I'm not clicking that. Descent into Darkness. Yes. This is one chapter, 5k words, though. Worriness reviles love. Stressful reading habits. Gods and men. I think I'm gonna click on the dark side. I kind of want to know. I want some edgy writing. What is the family hurt comfort Robin Crom? I mean, this is some more dense prose. There's one fanfic that has 81 chapters with different AUs. Okay, I'm gonna start reading this one. If it's not hitting, then we'll stop up. By the way, I can't with these fucking... The sentence structure is fucking killing me, dude. Look at this sentence. Comma, 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 period. It's fucking... There's like 4 or 5 commas in this fucking first sentence. Holy shit. This is crazy, man. They really do comma max. They do comma max. Okay, here we go. Let's read. Let's read it. It was tempting, oh so very tempting, to draw the silver blade across her throat or okay, we're getting edgy. We're getting edgy out the gate. Her throat or wrist, to end everything right then. I guess trigger warning. Trigger warning, I guess self-harm. Did they put 2013? Did we invent like trigger warnings yet or content warnings? Were those invented in 2013? I guess content warning. I don't know if that was a concept yet. So I did. Just, I guess in advance, there you go. No shot we had those in 2013. I don't think so either. So as I go, I'll try my best to call stuff out before. Anyways. In the middle of the night, where no one was watching. But she couldn't. Her hands trembled, causing her grip on the sword to slacken. Hesitation gripped her. And for the umpteenth time since Valadar's defeat, she threw the sword aside. Only to walk over and pick it up again. Or to pick it up again. Why? Why was she hesitating? All she had to do was extinguish her life's light, and then everything would be over. Grima would be without a vessel. Her future self would cease to exist, and Lucina's groomed future would never come to fruition. Her death would prevent countless atrocities from happening, while her existence would only bring about the opposite. By the moon's light, Leaf turned to look. I assume Leaf is their, like, avatar? I assume it's their avatar. Leaf turned to look behind her, at the direction of where they had set up camp. A bittersweet smile formed on her lips, and she shook her head sadly. They had defeated Valadar a few days ago, and were now on their way to Mount Prism, so that Crom could perform the awakening, to summon Naga's power. Leaf had felt the tension in the air as they marched. Whispers drifted around her, and hardly anyone beside Crom spoke to her. But even then, their exchange had been kept short. She couldn't say she was bugged by such a turn of events. After all, it made sense, what with her being the daughter of Valadar and the vessel for the fell dragon becoming public knowledge, but she would be lying if she said it didn't hurt to see her friends or comrades look at her with such doubtful eyes. Dude, the moment we get a fanfic that isn't written with like commas, like infecting the prose every fucking 5 words, I'm gonna pop off. But I guess this is like classic like early 2010s fanfiction style, right? Like it's everyone trying to find their feet, and like it's the only tool they know how to use structurally to represent a pause, so they just let it rip. It's still my style. You know, fair enough. More power to you. It's the comma police. I am the comma police right now, but mainly because I'm reading it. And also, like, stuff that's written isn't always meant to be read out loud. But anyways. Her heart ached whenever Lucina looked at her with a guarded expression. When Morgan repeatedly hesitated when speaking with her. When Sumiya made excuses to escape her company. The Pegasus Knight had been the first friend Leaf had made within the Shepherds. And while everyone had been kind to her then, Sumiya had gone out of her way to welcome the tactician and Leaf valued that friendship greatly, which was why it hurt that much more to see Sumiya now going out of her way to avoid her. She couldn't blame them for such reactions though, because she felt the same about herself. Leaf didn't trust herself. How could she ask others to trust her? Oh, everybody snap at home. Everybody snap at home. All right, we're poetry slamming this shit when there might or may not be a bar. I really wish I could highlight text, man. Can I increase the text size in the settings? Oh yeah, I can. I'm gonna do that. Oh, but I can't believe you can't highlight the text though. Where were we? Here we go. Also, my mouse is over here on the left of the screen, by the way, right now. A frustrated sigh escaped her lips, and her grip on the sword tightened. Just get it over with. If you can't use the sword, then use a Thorin tome, she thought to herself. But she couldn't do. That's grim. Wait, that's actually fucking grim. Electrocuting yourself with a Thorin tome is a crazy way. It's a fucking electric chairing yourself is nuts. I didn't even think about that. But I guess, man, when your mind goes into the depths, man, these are the thoughts that harry me. No matter what she told herself, what motive she came up with, she couldn't bring herself to end her own life. Why? Just why? The positives her dying outnumbered the negatives by far, but she couldn't do it. There was always the hope of dying in their next battle, but she knew that wasn't going to happen either. Crom was always by her side, watching her back and protecting her from attacks whenever she wasn't paying attention. In truth, in the past few battles against the Risen, she had deliberately let her guard down, hoping the Risen would kill her. But Crom had always been there to fend them off. Now, in the middle of the night, was her only chance to slip away quietly. But what if you use Nosferatu on yourself? That's a good question. Can you use Nosferatu on yourself? What happens? Is it like an energy or like a power bar plugged into itself? Like nothing happens? Like, I don't know. That's a good question. That's a good question. Self-inflicted. I'm micro. Wait. Bro, leave me alone. I'm micro-nosing right now. I'm micro-nosing right now. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Dude, I just invented. You know what? I should get right in the fanfics, man. Micro-nosing goes crazy as a concept. All right, goes crazy. Does this happen in the FU4 manga? Nosferatu on yourself? Maybe. All right, we're getting more into the... I don't know how many more paragraphs we're going to get of literally dooming, but, you know, we'll tank it for a little bit longer. Leaf sighed again, staring at her reflection on the sword's blade. She couldn't understand why Crom had always watched her back. Exalted blood ran through his... Okay, I'm not going to... Exalted blood ran through his veins, while fell blood ran through hers. By that logic, they were enemies, and she had already done things to prove that she couldn't be trusted, but time and time again, he always came to her rescue on the battlefield. It had warmed her to see that he still cared for her, that perhaps he still loved her, but such actions only went to be contradicted by him hardly speaking to her. She, of course, didn't hold anything against him. Unlike the rest of the shepherds, he at least still spoke to her at times, and that was all she could ask for. She would be doing... Dude, I can't, man. I can't. Another paragraph of this. Another paragraph, okay. She would be doing everyone a favor if she were to end her life right then and there. The same line of reasoning passed through her mind, but her hand didn't move. The blade still reflecting her reflection back at her. Okay. Reflecting her reflection? Alright. Every single night since Valdar's death, she had left her tent to sit outside after everyone else had gone to sleep. Always, she held her sword in one hand, telling herself that it would be the fight. Okay, we're getting... Again, content warning. Content warning. Can we ooh-woo this one? I'm not ooh-wooing this. That's even more disrespectful. There's 5 more paragraphs of this. She's still looking at her set. Okay, I'm gonna stop. I'm looking at future paragraphs and I still see her looking at her fucking sword. Okay, stop. Okay, look, she looked at her blade again. Okay. How many times is she gonna look at the fucking sword? Okay. Wait, is there kissing? Wait, is there kissing? Wait, does she do it? Does she do it? She brought the sword down. Did she do it? I think she did. I did. Where's the kissing? Wait, where's the kissing? I saw her lips pressed together in a line, but then it's looking emotionless. I was like, is this gonna end with Crom saving her with a kiss? But no, it is Doomer. It's Omega Doomer. Damn. How many times she did look at her sword a lot though. Wait, I'm Control F sword. 10 instances of sword. I guess not as much as I thought. I'm being mean. You know what? That was a drastic tone shift. But you know what? It's another side. That's like the Doomer. That's like a Doomer fic right there. But I appreciate that. I appreciate its place. You know, you can't. Not all the fanfics can be like happy ending yaoi. Wait, can I filter by yaoi? Can I filter genre? Is there? Can I just filter by yaoi? Is there a genre? Yaoi. Genre yaoi. You can filter by pairing. Character A. What ship do we want to find? What ship? Although this has like every Fire Emblem character. Holy fuck. Robin? Yeah, you know what? We have to do a Crom Robin. We're actually mandated to do Crom Robin. It's basic bitch ship, but we're mandated Crom Robin. But I guess yeah, that's yaoi. It's male. I'm getting yaoi and yuri mixed up. It is yaoi. Where's Robin? Robin, apply. There is gonna be a lot of Also, I'm gonna go to last again. I want to see the early stuff. Wait, did the filter not apply? Apply. I go to page 11. Because this is stuff written in 2020. I want stuff from the earliest days. But this is page 120. You're in without filters. Sorry, am I just stupid? Am I just dumb? Without filters. How do I do it with filters then? Oh, it's exclusive. So I just say, but all the fics are gonna have Crom Robin. Put Robin and plus filters and reset without the filters. Oh, plus pairing. And then I didn't see this, okay. And then we go character A and we do Crom, right? And then we do character B, Robin. Correct? Am I doing this right? Fanfiction people, am I doing this right? There we go, 288 fics. Crom rad? Yeah, dude, can we get a Crom Bantu fic going? And then we go last. Shepherd's Pie. Wait, Shepherd's Pie? We want M Robin though. I feel there's gonna be a lot of F Robin X Crom. We need M Robin Crom. Shepherd's Pie is crazy though. I kinda wanna read this. That fanfic title goes so hard. Shepherd's Pie. These are more recent. No, I mean 2013 is not recent. Am I crazy? Maybe it's yaoi? Wait. Drama Rebens Crom Robin. Rain pitter pattered as the woman rested her head on the table. No, this is femme. Yeah, this is femme. We need the fanfic named Maybes. Oh, is this one? M Crom Robin, yes! What is this? /fem/head? Sorry, I don't... It's with a reddening face and trepidation that he's slowly... Okay, yes, we found it. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Oh, it's literally just like... Aw, it's just 100 word ones. This is the Robin X Crom one. Robin X Crom 2. Dude, we're getting like paragraphs of it. But you know what? We'll take it. We'll take paragraphs. We'll take any crumb we can get at the moment. When we'll build up from here. Oh boy, get ready, chat. Oh, let's go. It was different at first to submit to another man. The idea of two men together was an odd concept, and far from welcome in the world. But there was something about Robin that made it right. Nightmares and worries of a dark future were subdued by warm and calculating brown eyes and a quiet voice. Crom found himself seeking that comfort, the solace given to him in Robin's body on him. In him, okay. Arms are wrapped around him tight. I thought this was rated T. I thought this was rated T. What the fuck? I thought that was rated T. Dude. Fingers carding through his hair and chapped lips pressing against his temple. It was within those moments that the world felt safe. Dude, that's... Carding? Carding's crazy as a word here. I like that, though. I like that. Click the half circle, it's dark mode. Oh, it is dark mode. Although this dark mode is kind of ugly, but I guess it's better than nothing. Wait, there's a part 2, though. There's no... How is this T, though? How is this T? I don't know how this is T, but yeah, this dark mode is kind of ass, but you make the text bigger. The text is already pretty big, but I'll make it bigger, sure. All right, here we go. I don't like this dark mode. Look, what do you prefer, chat? This or this? I kind of prefer this. I'm not gonna lie. This is kind of ugly as fuck. Flashbang from my eyes. Okay, we'll stick on dark mode. Okay, be like that, chat. Whatever. Robin X Crom 2. Wait, this is Femme Robin though? Boo, boo. This is Femme Robin. Boo, boo. Not reading that. Oh my god! When I hit back, it goes back to fucking light mode when you go back to the menus. Okay. Yeah, we can filter by word count, someone said. Get the head slop. Is head slop a thing? Less than 1k words. Let's go. I want less than 5k. Well, I want greater than 1k. Greater than 1k. It's not going to filter out much. Did I filter that properly? A Night of Possibility. These are 2014. Why are we saying head slop? I mean, I'm not the one saying it. I'm fighting against it. Wait, Skywolf 666 is... Who is Skywolf 666? Is this the GOAT? Because Grammy in chat is like popping off at Skywolf 666. A gentle kind of reproach. No, I got to now. Alright, dark mode does load when you click on the fic. This does... I think this is... Femme, though. This is Femme. But you know what? The Femme... Dude, I'm pretty sure their fics are average, but I love their fucks. I know that's a typo, but that's still funny as fuck. As a typo. I love their fucks. That's crazy typo, but... Funny ass typo. Freudian slip. I mean, this is rated T, okay? But the last one was rated T, and it said he loved the feeling of him inside him. So, like, I don't know what our definition of T is anymore. I think this is self-governed. But yeah, we're not going to read 5 chapters, although this is a lot. But you know what? We'll start. Who up reading fanfucks? Fanfucks.net. Anyways, let's start reading. The door to their tent opened with a quiet rustle, and Sky automatically looked up from her book as she watched her husband trudge inside with the look of exhausted impatience on his face. Okay, so they're already together. They're already together. Tilting her head to the side, the dark-haired tactician sat up on the cot as Crom shrugged out of his cloak. While it wasn't new for her husband to look tired at the end of a long day, Sky knew for a fact that this particular day had passed quietly and without incident due to being back inside of friendly territory. I mean, I guess Crom in the game gets married, like, halfway through the game canonically, so I guess it isn't that crazy to have a fic set after the marriage, so I guess it's not that insane. They had recently set up camp with the intent to have a short but well-deserved break, now that they had returned to Elysian soil. And even she had caved into the rare opportunity to relax by retiring early to her tent well before supper. A lot of Robin angst is post-marriage? Wait, what? Grammy, you might be in too deep if you can make generalizations like that. Your knowledge base might be too wide. A lot of Robin angst is post-marriage. Actually, no, you're not. No, I get what you're saying now. You're saying that the Robin angst in the story would happen post-marriage for plot reasons. That's what you're saying. Or are you saying you've read enough fics set at this time period to know that people who write these fics love to angst it up at this point in the fics? Maybe both. I've read 76% of all fics. Holy shit. You're the Oracle. You're the fanfiction.net Oracle. You need to pass on your knowledge to somebody. You can't die with all that knowledge in your head. You got to pass that on to somebody. Okay, this needs to be generational knowledge. The library needs to be passed down, because who even knows if fanfiction.net is going to be up in 100 years? You need an oral tradition passing down these fanfics. All right? You're the only one who can do this. You're the only one. It's your calling. Anyways. Still, Crom looked as if he had just had a chance to rest his feet after a hard day's march and battle. His movements were slow and tired as he unbuckled his belt and set falchion aside, and he was shaking his head as if exasperated by something. More than confused by his behavior, Sky closed her book as she called out in worried greeting. "You look positively exhausted. Is something wrong? And if something is wrong, do I want to know what it is?" Despite himself, Crom felt his lips pulling back into an unconscious smile at her effort to make him laugh in the midst of her honest concern. Sitting heavily next down to her. Sit down heavily? Can you sit down heavily? May I recommend some subatomic grape fix? I love that you know off the dome the username. I will gladly read a subatomic grape fic. I guess you can do this. I'm not going to judge the word selection in the prose. He began attending to his boots as he heard her setting her book aside and sitting up properly. She wrapped her arms tenderly about his shoulder from behind, nuzzling into his neck as he kicked his boots off. Nuzzles is so 2013 pilled in terms of like writing. Holy shit. Nuzzles in your neck. Like that shit fucking, dude, so 2013 chord. Holy shit. Nuzzles you, oh. It is an uwu word. It is an uwu word. Leaning back gratefully into her warm touch, he closed his eyes as he answered her tiredly. "I just had a very interesting experience with your children." Blinking, Sky let his words sink into her as she quit her nuzzling. I wasn't ready for it to be fucking ripped again so soon in another sentence. She quit her nuzzling. All right, dude, I'm off the nuzzles, man. I'm off the nuzzles. I gotta cut back, man. I'm off the nuzzles. His choice of words spoke volumes, and proved that their children most certainly were at the bottom of his condition. Still, she couldn't let him get away with seating a claim on them just because they had earned his ire. And she let him go as she asked with a raised eyebrow. Why, all of a sudden, are they now my children and not our children, Crom? Oh, it's a classic. It's a marriage classic. Oh, they're my children, our children, fucking. Dude, this is a classic, man. The get married argument classic. The get married and have children argument classic. He didn't feel guilty for his words, but he had to smother a chuckle at her sharp reply that proved just how well motherhood suited her. I don't know if I like that sentence. Whether it had been at their infant... I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I'm sorry, just whatever. I need to just read. Whether it had been their infant girl at the castle or their two newly arrived offspring from the future, Sky had proven herself many times over to be as ferocious as an angry grizzly bear if someone was daft enough to threaten her children. Stretching his aching shoulders, Crom unbuckled his belt as he answered her tiredly. Did you know that both of them are apparently terrified of cockroaches? Sky wasn't sure how to react to that, and she kept silent as she watched Crom pull his belt. How many times has this man pulled his belt loose? How many times is he gonna pull his fucking belt loose, okay? He's done it fucking 3 times. Belt loose from his trousers and set it down alongside his boots. The idea that her children didn't react well to insects was new to her, and she was certain Morgan didn't have an issue with bugs, as she had seen him rescue Noir from the clutches of a ladybug and then promised to help her the sentences are so fucking long. Handful of her favorite ones. While she admitted Lucina could be a different story, though she had no proof to back up the thought, Sky was still at a loss as to how their being afraid of cockroaches could be both her fault and something that Crom would be so exhausted over. Holy shit. What a... Dude, that... No... Okay, we go from tons of commas to no commas in that sequence of words. Let me repeat that one. Sky was still at a loss as to how they were being afraid of cockroaches could be both their fault and something that Crom would be exhausted over. Holy shit. Jesus. Deciding she wasn't going to be able to solve this puzzle on her own, and now rather curious as to what had happened, Sky asked with undisguised confusion, what exactly happened today? Maybe it's nostalgia. I remember it slapping so hard. I mean, if I was reading this when I was 13, and I probably did, like, I thought this stuff on fanfiction.net slapped, like... Glancing down at the cot, Crom ensured he had enough room to flop down beside her before he did so with a long-suffering sigh. He could barely believe what he had seen and heard, and though he'd been tempted to laugh, and hard, at what he'd seen, the other and more firm half of him simply wouldn't allow. Oh my god. Speaking this out loud is tough. It's tough. I meant $3 bratwurst. The username drops are crazy from Grammy in the chat. Dude, you know all the top scribes of the era. That's insane. They had given him quite the scare with their antics, and whether or not he said it aloud, he was a little embarrassed that his own children would act out in such a way over something like a bug. Closing his eyes as he felt Sky combing her fingers through his hair, not carding, combing. In a gentle caress, he answered her wearily. I was finishing my rounds and was just about to join you here for a break and possibly a nap, and I heard yelling coming from Morgan's tent. Yeah, I don't know if I can read more of this. I'm sorry. It's a lot of, like, they're doing more my children stuff, then they're talking about it, and then this is like wait. You know what? This is where we get to the actual content. We control F and does. So we've got wait. Control F nuz. So we had these two nuzzes, and now dude, just get me to the nuzzling, bro. Okay, just get me to the nuzzling. That's why I'm here. Okay. Crom didn't answer, but rather gave her one long squeeze before nuzzling against her neck. Dude, they're nuzzling necks, bro. They're fucking. They can't stop nuzzling. Wait, I'm reading this. I'm reading this paragraph. Here we go. Her hold on him tightened in response, and she tugged lightly at his hair until he looked up to meet her gaze. Her dark brown eyes were molten as she stared at him, and her expression had turned extremely gentle. She brushed her fingers through his hair again, and then they moved to caress the shape of his cheek when he sighed. Turning his face into her palm, he kissed at her wrist as he finally answered quietly. Losing one member of my family was more than enough. I can't imagine losing you, losing Lucina, or Morgan. The pain would be unbearable. It makes me want to throw the lot of you into the safest place I can think of and keep you locked away until this damned war is over. Smiling sadly, Sky knew better than to tell him exactly why he couldn't do so, especially when he was likely more than aware of the reasons. He was an intelligent, if somewhat clumsy type of man, and there was little that escaped him when it came to we care about some nuzzling. Okay, we're here for the nuzzling. Crom felt her kiss the top of his head, and he muttered a quiet curse as she buried her face in his hair and hugged him fiercely. He knew why she was keeping silent, why she was letting him say things that normally would have had her hackles rising, as it both irritated and soothed him. He'd lost count of the times now when he mused she would be well within her rights to simply stand up and walk away from him, to leave him behind and seek out a better life for herself. Yet she never even so much as scowled when she had the right to, and sometimes he wondered at her heart. This keeps going, man. This keeps going. It keeps going. Wait. It keeps going. Wait. Hold. What is this? Hold. This is T, right? This is T? It's rated T. Okay, it's rated T. Wait. Hold. Dude, what is... Okay, here we go. This is the real shit. Okay? No. Wait. No. Wait. Here we go. This is with the real shit. Murmuring in satisfied defeat, Sky reached to hold him firmly against her as his tongue slid inside and urged her answer. Oh shit. His hands moved lazily down from her throat to her sides, squeezing once they reached her hips, and their kiss deepened in passion. It's getting steamy, bro. It's getting steamy. Crom growled in satisfaction when he felt her legs stirring restlessly against his. And I don't trust Skywolf to understand what T means. Dude, the fact they just let people fucking rate the ratings is crazy. And I fucking can't. And he nudged them. Wait. And he nudged them apart with his knee before resting between as he knew she wanted. Okay, I need to stop soon. She groaned deep in her throat as the pressure of his body resting down on hers, and automatically she arched up into him to better the sensation. Okay, we're gonna stop there. We're gonna stop there. I'm not gonna go deeper into that one. I'm not, but we're pulling the plug. We're pulling the plug on that one. Okay, we're pulling the plug. Wait, I need a... Who suggested... Wait, Grammy. Who was the username you suggested? You suggested $3 Bratwurst. Who is the other one you mentioned? The username was crazy that you said. What was the username you mentioned? Subatomic Grape. Yes, Subatomic Grape. Can I just search for Subatomic Grape? I have to turn off my filters probably, but... Can I just search Subatomic Grape? There's French. Read the French one? Oh yeah, I'll read a French one. Subatomic. Subatomic idiots. This is Full Metal Alchemist. Search a rider. Subatomic. that's fucking funny. Subatomic bomb. Where's Subatomic Grape? Did they nuke their account? No results found for Subatomic Grape. Subatomic, no. Where did you go? No, the library. The Library of Alexandria. It's burned. It's burned to the ground. No. The great literature. The great literature of our time. It's fallen to pieces. Dude, wait, Grammy? Wait, Grammy. Grammy has the backups? Grammy has the backups? No way. I have the fix saved. Also, I have the fuck saved. Dude. Wait, what if I search... I'm searching for a writer. So hopefully I don't get something crazy here. Sailor Grape. Where's Subatomic? Maybe Subatomic is in the user list. Because there's 105 users here. Yeah, I guess we control F on this. Nothing on this page. What about this page? No. Right there, it has a dash? Wait, you found... Wait, it was there? Wait, it was there? Sour grapes. the grape question is a crazy username. But you said it had a... It had a dash? Whoa! There it is! It does have a dash. Joined in 2006. This is a real author. This is a real author right here. My Stories. Blood of Dragons. Holy shit, 344k words. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. That's crazy. Restless Nights. Fire Emblem Robin Crom. I don't know if I'm reading Blood of Dragons. I think I might have read this though. This art is, I think, activating some fucking memories, man. It's activating memories, bro. It might be so. There's a few in here that are Robin Crom. This is rated M, though. I don't know if it's rated M. I don't know if I can click on this. If F. Ramen has Crom has 0 defenders, I am dead. Wait, can I sort by... Sort published? Title... I guess I'll go published? And this is from the beginning, I assume? Exhum is rated T, so maybe we can do this one. I'm not hitting the M across universes. I'm not hitting the M. Lost to the Waves. Dude, how you 2 fics? Dude. One of them, 62 chapters, 334. Dude, there's 2 fucking separate fics this person wrote that hit this many words. That's insane. This might be the GOAT. 62 chapters on this one, 71, both hitting crazy word counts. Holy fuck. Lost to the Waves is a very elaborate mermaid AU? I got it. No, I'm reading chapter 1. I need to know the mermaid AU. I need to know. I need to know. I need to know. This is crazy. Mermaid AU fic for Fire Emblem Awakening. This is what the people cook when you let them cook. Okay? Here we go. I'm gonna have a sip of water, actually. I want to do this justice. I need to do this epoch justice. Okay? Ahem. This was drowning weather. The ocean heaved and pitched like a wounded beast. White flecked waves as unaccountable and constant as the lightning flashes. Checking my levels. And the lightning itself was a pulse point in the clouds. White clawed fingers tore across the blackened night, stained underbellies. Thunder crashed and the wind roared as constant companions. Both forces conspired to tear the sea and sky asunder. Got the order wrong, but that's okay. The mermaid broke from the waves. Her form shimmered and thrashed against the storm-streaked sky. A golden chain glimmered around her neck. A compass suspended on its links and burning bright against the lightning. Oh my god. Actual fucking okay prose structure. Holy shit. Thank fucking god. It's so refreshing. I don't care if there's typos. I just care that it's actually written in a way that I can narrate it decently okay. A golden chain. The metal weighed heavy on her skin. Another bit of pressure trying to tug her under. She fought to keep her head above the ocean, mouth agape and gulping for air. Each wave threatened to pull her under, the water turning traitor and burning her lungs as if she'd never breathed it. Her tail thrashed against the waves, the entire limb struggling like she was a fish on a hook. The violet scales were bright in the gloom, water running in rivulets over them and in the fins of her tail. But for all that, she still struggled to keep afloat. The sound escaped her throat as she coughed as salt water tried to rush into its place. Why couldn't she swim? Wasn't she supposed to be able to swim? Wasn't she Mer? She was meant to be one of the sea folk. The waves as much a part of her as the blood in her veins. At least, she thought that was true. The terror of going under gripped at her. Her tail didn't help, it burned, throbbing. As if there was something, it was as though something fought its way out from the inside, splitting her tail apart in the process. The same happened to her head, feeling like it was getting sliced open and her memories were cast out to the waves. She couldn't remember anything. Not how to swim, not who or where she was, nor why she'd fought to the surface daring this storm in the first place. There was one thing she knew as the water washed over her head, as the sea tried to take her back, as the sea tried to take back what belonged to it. She was about to drown. Help! She cried into the tossing, churning sea, not knowing if anyone or anything could hear her in such a place. Man, this is literally compared to This single passage on its own is so much better than everything we read. I'm not saying like this is the greatest thing I've ever read, but sorry, I hit my mic. I'm not used to doing like I'm used to talking with my hands, and I forget there's now a microphone right in front of my face. But even still, it's written in a way where it's enjoyable to read. At least it's enjoyable to read. And now we swap to the Crom POV. Gods, but where did this storm come from? Crom squinted against the wind. His reward was more rain driving to his eyes. The winds buffeted his face, at odds with how calm they'd been 1 moment ago. It had been a calm evening, but in a heartbeat the stars were snuffed out like a dozen candles. A vicious wind howled across the waves and drove dark clouds with it. Well, if nothing else, you found what you were sent for. Though I doubt M's gonna be pleased on how you found it. He stared at the darkened clouds and their storms. His lips managed a wry smile, before showing his teeth when another lightning flash threatened to strike the mast. The ship timbers creaked in protest. It was as though the vessel growled back at the storm, showing its defiance to the force that dared try to sink it. Not that Crom was about to stay idle, and let his ship get pulled under. The brig creaked again, throwing itself up into the slope of one rising wave. His grip was a vice on the ship's wheel, fighting to keep her rudder in place and their bearing straight. Not on this site, anyways. Brace! Came the cry. All around he saw faint forms throwing themselves toward or gripping the most stable thing around. Crom leaned into the wheel, his grip turned to iron. Ocean spray splashed into his face as the prow sliced through the wave, clean as a knife. Sea spray blasted out to either side. The world went from climbing to falling, the ship skidding down the opposite side of the wave. Still afloat. Frederick, he called out, how does she ride? Crom squinted into the brackish gloom, searching for an answer. Dude, brackish is a crazy word. That's a brackish. The brackish gloom. Searching for an answer. If the lightning wasn't so intent on flashing all about them, they would have been sailing blind. Rainwater had already splashed into most of the lanterns, snuffing them out. Well enough, sir, answered the same voice that shouted for them to brace. That voice had no trouble calling above the storm. It was one of Frederick's many talents aboard a ship, and yet another thing that made him invaluable for the crew. We may yet weather this storm. Which was Frederick's speak for, things are actually looking survivable, but don't you dare let any of your guard down. The crew heard the inferred order. They threw themselves smartly into their tasks, anticipating the next swell already. Crom peered over the wheel to see Frederick making his way across the deck. Chat, this is how I learned to speak English. Behold my origin story. That's based. But also, I do hope your English was not too tainted by fanfiction.net. But that does go crazy. That does go crazy. We need to read a French fic to go the other way. Yeah, I feel like your vocabulary, if you learned English from fanfiction.net, you know how it's like if you learn Japanese from anime, like no one in Japan talks like anime characters, but then if you learn Japanese from anime and you go to Japan and start speaking like an anime character, like everyone's gonna be like, what the fuck is this guy? Like, I feel like that there might be a similar effect learning English from fanfiction.net. I speak like a Victorian child sometimes. This was not beneficial. That is pretty funny. Like, you would say brackish in the everyday vocabulary, like conversation. It kind of goes hard, though. But I can see how it wouldn't be beneficial in certain circumstances. I can see. Anyways. Along the way, the quartermaster turned knight, did what he needed to set things aright. The ship was a hive of activity equal to the rain and thunder. Sumiya hadn't tripped over any of the rigging, as she'd been in the mast with the Virion when the winds hit. Vike, it's Vike, right? I think that's how you say it. I once said perchance. That's funny though. That's funny. Saying perchance is funny. Is it Vake? I say Vike, but is it Vake? Vake? Oh, it's Vake. Enter the Vake. I've always pronounced it as Vike, but we'll go Vake. Vake tried to do 5 things at once, as usual, and Frederick gave the raider a stern look before delegating some of the tasks to the nearby crew. Meryl accepted the workload without a complaint. We're at the point where we're just name-dropping all the characters, but that's okay. I appreciate the brevity to just get all the intros out of the way in one paragraph. Rickon stepped up as well, and just as overbearingly eager as Vake. Fuck. Sully and Stahl worked as a duo, winding ropes and tying things down. Maribel and Kellum were out of sight, hopefully below decks and keeping the hull from springing any leaks. And Lissa, yeah, it's Lissa. And Lissa? His sister had fallen into step behind Frederick, if her stagger could be called a step. He'd seen drunks move with more grace, and if he needed any proof that she hadn't found her sea legs yet, that was it. Though he wouldn't dare say any of that aloud, as an elbow to his ribs wouldn't help with the steering. Oh, zinger! Dude, we need the laugh track. That's a zinger right there. That's a zinger. That's a certified fanfiction.net zinger. Crom? Her voice was little more than a mumble, and she was green in the face. She did complete her task before her stomach decided on mutiny. Oh, it's Frederick. She did complete her task before her stomach decided on mutiny. Crom swore he saw a flash of a smile on Frederick's face. A last-minute jape before the storm tore into them again. Lissa groaned, and almost pitched face first into the deck as the next swell shifted the ship. Oh my god, say that 10 times fast. Frederick's hand snatched out to stop her. So she can take a rest here, Crom managed, feeling a tremor build in his arms. Frederick simply nodded, which was all Lissa needed to collapse onto the stern branch and curl up in a ball. Stern bench. I take it back about not being delicate, Lissa moaned. I am delicate. Wilting flower in a washtub. Crom, can you please do something to make the storm? She didn't get a chance to finish whatever impossible request she had. Lightning split the sky and turned the whole world white, and the boom of thunder drowned out his own heartbeat. Stay there, Lissa, Crom managed, hating the way his voice wavered. Frederick caught the tremor, frowning in concern. Gods, where did the storm come from? The knight muttered under his breath. I've never known them to spring up so suddenly, and we're little more than a twig in a rapid, caught out in the open like that. They didn't even see the next swell, barreling into them with a shudder that sent the mast ropes to snapping. Crom's fingers wrenched from the wheel. His body was sent spinning, slamming, skidding across the deck until he fetched up against the brig's side. The lo-fi isn't fitting the vibe. We need thunderstorm. You know what? You're right. We need thematic music. Wait, hold. I got you, chat. 1 second. I got you. We need to find ambient music that fits the vibe. I agree. Sea shanty instrumentals. Yes, landlubber. Okay, this is what we're doing now. Hold. Here we go. That's better. It's so much better. Wait, let me find something more. Spirit of the Sea 2. What's Spirit of the Sea 2? Wait. Okay, here we go. Oh, I'm fucking dying, bro. Careful with the copyright. Is this copyrighted? This literally the channel's called Sea Shanties, and it's 6.5k views. If I get copyrighted, I get copyrighted, okay? If it happens, it happens. Actually, I need to turn the volume down a bit. Rain ambience? No. Or do I just do rain ambience? Wait, for this scene, we'll wait, we need to set the tone. For this scene, I'll do wait. Let's do at sea storm ambience. Powerful thunderstorm and ocean sounds for sleeper study. Okay. Wait, I need... There we go. Okay. Now we're set. Okay, now we're set. I'm bragging we're in the Krusty Krab. Yeah. I mean, hey, this is a mermaid AU fic. Okay. Thank you for the $5, by the way, Mark Carney. All right, here we go. Where did it come from? There we go. We were here. My lord. Frederick's shout could have stopped the ship if it wasn't for another clap of thunder that drowned out even his voice. I'm fine, Crom managed. Wait. Why is my mouse not showing? There we go. Nothing broken. I just lost my grip and balance. He wheezed, feeling a bruise along his ribs. And my breath. Can you take the wheel? He barely finished the sentence when Frederick stepped up. Hands impossibly steady and keeping them on course. You know what? Fuck the ambience. I need the sea shanties. Hey, there we go. This is so... I need the sea shanties. Fuck the ambience. This is way more dope. Oh, his legs shivered like a landman on their first voyage, and he had to lean against the railing to steady himself. The wind did strange things to his ears. For an instant... Wait, why is my... There we go. For an instant, he swore he heard something carried on the storm. A voice, a faint cry, a plea for help. Just a storm and nerves playing tricks on you, he tried to tell himself, but Crom felt a shiver down his spine, one that wasn't caused by the rain running from his hair and down to his neck. He chanced to look down over the ship's side. Only an ocean stared back at him. Peaks and waves, numerous as trees, and a forest in the water, black grass. What a jolly good moment we're having. Another bolt of lightning came close enough it was a miracle it didn't strike them. But Crom didn't look to the sky, instead he stared at the water, and the shock of color he'd seen against the dark ocean. It had been a blaze of the falling star against the night, for there was one bright second, then fading out. My lord, Frederick tried to say, only for Crom to lean forward, staring, trying to find the sight again. Another stroke of lightning, and his eyes found it. It was a flash of white hair, and a pair of arms feebly trying to beat against the waves and stay afloat. It was a Persian, tossed mercilessly by the ocean. They swept past the ship, hands with the wave from crashing into the hull. Frederick, there. Okay, now Crom's a pirate. Crom. See, it's not Crom with a K. It's not Crom. It's Crom. I'm actually dying. I fucking... Okay. Alright.
That was much clearer from the way Frederick's eyes went wide. Man overboard, Frederick bellowed into the storm winds. Get a rope! Get a rope out! Crom leaped further over the railing. He tried to keep his sights on the castaway as though he could keep them from vanishing by watching long and intent enough. God, so can someone swim in currents like that? He couldn't stop staring in strange fascination.
The music changed, holy shit.
Battered as the person was, some unknown strength kept them struggling against the waves.
I fucking can't. Let's say. I'm gonna die. Okay.
Even he'd be tried badly by that, and yet this person still fought. Just hang on, he whispered to the swimmer, even though he knew the words wouldn't reach. But he had to do something. He had a foot on the railing, half ready himself to jump over and after the stranger. The rational part of his head screamed and protested, tried to hold him back. The figure lifted their eyes, meeting his for a heartbeat. The breath froze in Crom. Crom.
Oh, wait, you gotta add some throat into that.
Some Crom. The breath froze in Crom at the intensity in that gaze. He didn't see the next wave, this time crashing against it over the deck. The surface went slick under his feet, the force of the wave pitching him headfirst over the rail. The ship tumbled about him, only to be replaced by empty air as he shot over the side. Confused, he thrashed and choked down a shout when his shoulder scraped against the siding, hard enough to draw blood.
I'm gonna fucking die. I'm gonna... Holy shit. Okay.
The waves leapt up, eager to snap him over. To snap over him.
Alright, how much do I have to go of this? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Okay, I think we've read we've read enough. This does, dude. You know what? I want to skip. What's a good chapter name? I want to know. Like, wait, Mount Prism? There's a drop-down menu here of options. We've got Siren Song, Hungry Waves. Wait, we've gotta go to Hungry Waves. Hungry Waves is a great chapter name. Wait, reviews after too.
Hungry Waves.
By the way, thank you for the membership, Epifero. Appreciate you. The lighthouses are good too. Is there a chapter called The Lighthouses? Mount Prism. Or are you talking about another fic? Why are we primitive? Look at the title. It's old. It's old, all caps. In the title, okay? I don't know, but there's lighthouses in the plot? That's kind of fucking sick. A blood red sea? Wait, I need a blood red sea. No, I need pirate speak. Wait. The Drowned Capital? You know, I think we've... Is this a landlubber friendly stream? Of course. I'm gonna read the reviews. Dude, this is from this year. October 13th, the guest said, add me on Insta. Add me on Insta. That's crazy. October 13th. Just dropping the Insta. You found me? Oh, Grammy detected. Grammy in the fucking comments and now in the chat. Oh, yes, I've been waiting for this. Let's go. This is 2023? Did this get updated recently? Wait. Wait, did you do? Did this get updated in 2023? The fucking music is killing me in the back. In the morning. Wait, we need a Fire Emblem sea shanty. Oh, the falchions glowing, oh, the falchions glowing, oh, the falchion glowing, Grima's in the ground. Oh, the falchions glowing, oh, the falchions glowing, oh, the falchions glowing, Grima's in the ground. Hey! Come on, that's fire. That's straight flames, bro. Oh, the Robin's nuzzling, oh, the Robin's nuzzling on fanfiction.net. Oh, the nuzzles nuzzling, oh. Come on, everybody! Dude, what a banger. What a banger. Anyways, this is pretty fucking... This is getting updated in 2023. That's actually fucking dope. I want to go to the last page of reviews, though. Why does this sound like the Star Spangled Banner? It's not the Star Spangled Banner, but it sounds like it. Am I crazy? It's so unique. I mean, everyone's just being wholesome in here. I like memoryless Lucina. The mer leader. Dude, the mer leader. Whoa. Since Robin was naked, they would have to have noticed her hand? Dude, plot hole. I'm sorry. You just got a plot hole. They would have seen the Pelagia tattoo. Are they stupid? Plot hole.
It's the Star Spangled Banner.
Dude, that's fucking dope, though. This is a dope fic. I can understand why people would get obsessed with that fic. That's pretty dope. There's other fics in here. 2013, published 2013, Between. Another Robin Crom. We can do some wholesome stuff. This one's not as long. Oh wait, Grammy, no, Grammy, keep hitting me with the recommendations. I need... keep hitting me with the crazy shit. Hit me with the crazy shit, man. Give me the crack cocaine. I need it. Is 2018 too recent? I guess this one was 2018, though. This was published 2018, so I guess it's not. What is this? Our heritage, the sea. Oh, we need a French fic. Wait. We need a French fic. Can we change the language? I need to go back to Fire Emblem. Fire Emblem, filters, language, Francais. We need a French fic. And then we give some people some time. Cohabiter avec toi. Fluisons l'espoir. Dévoué. Les loups bello. Incroyable. C'est incroyable. La fantastique aventure de Vanga et de la justice. I think justice isn't pronounced that way, but whatever. Les petits frères perdus. Les histoires que l'on ne connaît pas. What's the oldest French fic? Yeah, what's the oldest French fic that we can find? Grand-papa. Renaissance d'espoir. Des fleurs et d'épée. This one is the oldest. Oh wait, is it organized in reverse order? No. This is a 2014. You know what? Sure, let's give this a go. This is Jerome Inigo Laszlo. Wait, I need to change the music. Is this gonna get claimed if I do this one? You're not gonna fucking believe what I'm about to play. Or maybe you will. Does this music work? It's gonna get fucking claimed, isn't it, though? It's gonna get fucking... No. It's gonna get claimed. I know it's gonna get claimed. Wait, I need... Do I say... If I say copyright... No copyright. Can anthems be claimed? They can. There we go. This one says... There we go. Parfait.
Personnage principal. Inigo, Lucina, Gelon. Personnage Tiki, Laurent, Cynthia, Owe, Brady, Linfan, Gil, Severa, Noah, Yann. Parfait.
Alright. Dude, my French pronunciation, I'm about to butcher this. Holy shit. Give me a second.
Ce monde-là de la lune.
I shall be your knight, my prince.
En cette nuit de cristal, ces mots étaient les sots compagnons qui les contemplaient. De les baisser dans un monde décevoué. Ni homme, ni femme ne s'éteignaient à ses corps. Et à côté.
Fuck.
Il était seul, face à ses rêves qui l'agitaient.
I think... Okay, we're holding on. We're holding on.
Un bon de l'envol dans ses...
I actually don't know how to say that word.
Gracieux comme l'inigo de sourire, passionné comme son éclat,
Fuck. Éclat joie.
Il était passion et grâce dans un corps d'homme et de femme qui racontaient en seul les mêmes histoires.
Yeah. Some of these, I'm hitting some of this.
Oh, pas mal ça. Ce n'était point que les gens dansaient ressourcés en public. De ordinaire, ils fouillaient les lieux lorsque le danse prenait possession de son corps.
Dude, this is all caps and bolded. Okay.
Je veux que l'on me voie danser. Je veux que les gens soient en me voyant. Mais je n'arrête pas de penser à qu'est-ce qui se passerait si j'arrêtais ma performance. Et c'est qu'ils se moqueront de moi chaque fois que j'ai envie de danser. Ces deux voix se battant dans ma tête. Je ne sais toujours pas laquelle a raison.
I fucking... Dude. You could be casting a curse on us. To be fair, I only half know what I'm reading with a lot of this.
Pourtant, lorsque les danses prenaient possession de son aimé,
Actually, the accent today, I always fuck this one up.
il désirait ardemment, voir le soleil étincelle, le lieu se remplir de jour. Dont joie tel qu'il oubliant le triste, fuck, et,
Wait, we gotta keep going. Wait, what are they saying? They really want to dance? I'm just trying to say the words. All my focus is saying the words and not comprehending them right now.
j'essayais d'imaginer ce que vous...
Wait.
J'essayais d'imaginer ce que vous, Moïse, dit en m'envoyant. C'est que vous me conseillez de travailler vos louanges.
Louange.
Lorsque enfin,
Oh my god, J. I'm fucking dying. J'ai arriverai. J'entendais tout cela dans ma tête, mais je voulais l'entendre pour de vrai. Enfin, voilà. C'est pour ça que je suis très heureux. Très heureux. Snuff. I forgot it's happening, but we're reading some French fanfics, okay? We're reading some French fanfics, alright? We gotta represent the full scope of fanfiction.net, okay? Alors, les bandits. Ya! Flamenco de désir. Tango de la passion. Je suis la vieille. No, je suis la vieille. La jouée. The fuck? I'm putting an accent on the E there. It's just happening naturally. Que sourions. À travers les chrysanthemums. Chrysanthemums? Chrysanthemums? Les fleurs à l'épée qui chantent et dansent les valses de cœur. La chanson commença à s'arranger. Mais, pile au moment où elle... Oh, fuck. This combines so many sounds that are hard to fucking say. Are they kissing yet? I can't tell. Yeah, actually, they are passionately making out right now. That's actually what's happening, okay? They're passionately making out. They're smooching like crazy, okay? They're making those metaphors with flowers, okay? You know the metaphors, alright? Son pas trébucher son mode de terre. Arrêtons la manifestation sacrée de son soleil. Ah! Sa manœuvre, nul et near. Fuck it. Un jour, et un tissa valeureusement dans la came. Le jeune homme soupira, en se laissant tomber sur une roche. Ses yeux noissants brûlaient en évacuation. Je suis un homme de passion, les futurs grands danseurs délices, étroits parmi les toits, solides parmi les soirées et les fleurs à l'épée. Incredible. Incroyable, incroyable. Bravo, Paris, bravo. Okay, by the way, it's random English. Okay, il avait l'air pathétique. Il était pathétique. Quel imbécile rien trop saoul. Dans la nuit, tous les rêves qui l'habitent, dude, these sounds are crazy. Qui l'habitent, I can't pronounce this. I'm sorry, this is a hard sound, man. Mais bon. C'était là-haut, il était content d'être seul, à moins que quelqu'un ne laisse point. Hey ho. Okay, I'm gonna do one more. Alright. Inconnaissement. Fuck. Inconsciemment. Son regard se tourna vers l'autre bord de lac. Oh, dans l'ordinaire, s'éteignait une ombre silencieuse. Masqué derrière. Fuck, une trompe impénétrable. L'ombre solitaire qui l'accompagnait toujours depuis de l'est. Mais, c'est soit-là, seul le silence lui répondit. Le silence de son absence. I'm done. C'est fini, chat. Je suis fini. Les fanfics, fini. C'est terminé. Alright, there you go. you got the French fic on the record. Alright. C'est une catastrophe. Dragonstorm with the Wreck? What's the Wreck Dragonstorm? I thought you said it was written by a bunch of us in call last January, the greatest isekai fanfiction of all time. Is it related to the topic, though? Is it a Fire Emblem fic? Because the idea here is like older stuff, not modern stuff. It might be too contemporary for this stream. C'était parfait. Merci, insane guy. Merci. There are Fire Emblem references. Okay, I'll maybe at the end of the stream, but I want to keep the focus on old Fire Emblem fics right now. That's the idea. Okay, I need another. Also, I'm gonna put sea shanties back on while we look for more stuff. Do we have any other fic recommendations? Pavis want me to prove that most modern AUs. Oh, yo, Grammy, give me a good modern AU fic. Give me a good modern AU fic. So I'm going to go back to those shanties. What happened to the lo-fi? It's been replaced by sea shanties. For Lucina, yes. Modern AU Lucina. Give me the good shit. Put me on game. When the moon met the sun? Bet. Bet. Anglais. Parfait. That's the name for Lucina. Oh, that's the name for Lucina. Okay. So story for Lucina. Pour Lucina. Mon cœur, Lucina, je dors toi. Je t'aime toi. Where is this fic? Did I mess up the search? I think you might have to look up the author because that's a lot for Lucina's. It might be just scraping the text, you're right. So we'll go writer. And who is the writer? There are definitely Tellius fics that are older. We should go deeper into the past as well. By when the moon met the sun is the username. When the moon. Search for the writer. There we go. 2008. See, this is real shit. I need accounts made in 2008. This is the real shit. Also, this sea shanty is very sad. Can we do Drunken Sailor, please? So much better. And the falchions glowing on the boat, and the falchions glowing early in the morning. For Lucina. It's rated. Oh, it's rated M. I don't know. Is it M rated early? It's romance angst. Krobin AU. This is modern AU, right? Only like chapter 3. This was published 2015. It was updated in 2020. Okay, so only like chapter 3. Also, we need to switch the music from sea shanties when we read this. I don't know if sea shanties is gonna work for modern AU. What should the music be, chat? What should the music be for this? I'm not doing sea shanties for this, but I need to know what should the music be. Ace Attorney music? I mean, we're in an attorney's office. Yeah, Ace Attorney OST? Okay, you got it. Ace Attorney OST. Do we want a chill playlist? Yeah, no, this works. Oh shit. Alright, here we go. Perfect. Cheptel. Okay, I'm gonna switch out of French mode. Here we go. Maribel is upset from the minute she steps into... Wait, one second. Maribel is upset from the minute Crom steps into her posh attorney's office. He sits in the chair in front of her desk like it's a live grenade. He's not in the best mood since having a run-in with Lucina's headstrong teacher, and he's tense with anxiety because Maribel said it was urgent. It's when she doesn't even bother offering him a drink that realization hits. This is about the divorce. His statement hangs in the air until she confirms it with a tight nod. He almost revisits his lunch right then and there, because if there's one thing he hates talking about more than his shitty childhood, it's a shitty former marriage. Okay, I'm in. Shitty marriage, divorce court, Fire Emblem Modern AU. I'm in. Okay. Dude, fucking Crom complaining about his fucking wife is fucking funny. Fucking ball and chain. Oh my god. Can't believe that. She wants half. She wants half of the kingdom. Fuck. What is this one called? It's called For Lucina. But anyways. She hands him a certified court document that he doesn't attempt to read. Oh my god, it's this music. Instead, waiting for her to explain. Crom, Maribel's tone is calm. Ever the consummate I'm gonna go to the other song and loop it for a bit. Oh, actually, it's a playlist. Never mind. Or it's a 4-hour long video of like back-to-back songs. But Crom, Maribel's tone is calm. Ever the consummate professional. But her eyes are wide and sympathetic. I'm going to speak plainly. That document describes your ex-wife's intent to gain full custody of Lucina. And there's a high likelihood you could lose your daughter. Oh, you chose well, Grammy. You chose well. This is fucking peak. He waits for the punchline, for the gotcha, because there's nothing that isn't wrong with that sentence. Then he remembers that Maribel jokes exactly never, and the dread surges until he finds it hard to catch his breath. What? He manages? Crom lets another beat go by in silence, but when Maribel seems disinclined to say anything else, he says carefully, She gave up her rights to Lucy in the divorce. She can't do this. She can, Maribel confirms quietly. Elysian law allows her to appeal despite renouncing her parental rights, and you should know.
Why the hell would she do that?
He interrupts.
She did absolutely nothing for Lucina. When we were married, she didn't even love her own daughter. Lucina never even recognized her as her mother. She called her Laurel, for God's sake.
I'm fucking dying, dude. This is fucking sick. Maribel waits patiently for him to get a grip, but all he can think about is how one mistake 4 years ago had made him the most miserable and most happy he'd ever been. He'd been determined to pay the price of his drunken indiscretions, well, indiscretion, singular, and raise Lucina alongside her mother. Too bad it'd taken him that many years to realize that he was wasting his time with Laurel, and that she'd never be interested in anything beside herself. He and Lucina had cut their losses 2 months ago and hadn't looked back. It burned him up inside that she couldn't even let him have that. Maribel? She is not fit to be a parent, he argues, leaning forward and ticking off points on his fingers. She's manipulative and self-centered, and she has a spending problem, not to mention... I agree, Maribel cuts in calmly, and she's likely doing this for money, since you're wealthy enough to finance her grand lifestyle for the rest of her life. She got 50% of my assets in the divorce already? What more does she want? I can't imagine what it'll take to satisfy that woman, but you have to listen, Crom, because this is crucial, Maribel urges. During your divorce proceedings, I mentioned that yours was a rare case where the child was placed with the father, since fathers are rarely awarded full custody. Shit, even in a list, man. Even in a list, they can't catch a break, man. That's fucking crazy. She pauses, brows creasing with concern. That means there is significant precedent of Elysian law being biased in her favor of the mother. He exhales sharp and panicked. What, so now that Laurel actually wants Lucina, they'll automatically rule against me? Maribel swallows and seems reluctant to speak, which is answer enough for him. No, that can't be possible, Maribel. Please, he pleads. There has to be something we can do. They can't take her away from me. I'm her father. I love her more than anyone, damn it. She bites her lip. There is one course of action that could tip the scales in your... Oh, she said the... She said the... Tip the scales, tip the scales, tip the scales. Holy shit. Tip the... Fucking... Time to tip the scales in divorce court. Holy shit. Fuck, this is... Dude, Grammy? You know game. You know game, Grammy. This shit is fucking incredible. Alright. I'll do it. Excellent. Have your girlfriend meet us at the course house, then. Her statement scrambles his thoughts as he struggles to decipher it. I'm sorry, what? Married couples have better track records in custody battles, she explains. Laurel is still the mother, but if you were married, your case would have more equal footing. The court would have to make a decision based on parenting ability, and they take into account resources, relationships, and other factors that could affect Lucina's upbringing. God, you're serious. He gives her a dry and disbelieving laugh. Get married. I haven't dated anyone since Laurel, and look how well that turned out. There has to be another way. Look for another way. Maribel sighs and steps out from behind her giant mahogany desk. Oh shit. She got the mahogany. Oh fuck. She sits in the seat next to him and places a supportive hand on his arm. Crom, your family is very dear to me, and I'm going to do everything possible to make sure that you keep your daughter. I would not advise you to be rash unless I thought it was the only way. The only way. He lets that sink in. He had one way to potentially keep his daughter. The urge to get completely and absolutely hammered is strong suddenly, but considering that's what landed him here, he reins it in. He nods to his lawyer and runs a hand over his face. How long? The first hearing is scheduled in 3 weeks. From there, depending on the caseload, it could take between 5 and 12 months to close the case. She says something else to him. Starts listing off women she knows, like she can just pick a name out of the lineup and get down to business. Dude, she's got binders of women. She's got binders of women, okay? He waves her off with something and stumbles out of the office, mind buzzing. He needs to be married in 3 weeks. He's just supposed to bring a woman to his life? Expect her to accept Lucina like she's her own, and what, he wins? He knows exactly one woman he could ask, and he has a snowball's chance in hell of getting her to agree. He drops into his car and slams his hand against the steering wheel. Wait, I need to get the... Sorry, chat, you might get a... you know what, I need to get immersed in the character. Okay, I don't know if that got through the mic, but... The situation is so ludicrous that he starts to laugh and then cry until he feels empty. Crumb sits in silence, cheeks wet. Dude, wait, who is Laurel? Who is Laurel? Because it looks like Rob is going to get introduced, but who is Laurel? Village Maiden? It's Village Maiden? I'm a fake fan. It's Village Maiden? No fucking shot. That fucking... I'm not gonna say it. Dude, I always knew she was a... That snake. That fucking snake. I knew she was a fucking snake. Good for nothing, Village Maiden. God damn it. Fucking married for the bag and then left. I can't believe it. There are single M. Crobin modern AU single parafix too. That's a crazy sentence. Anyways, we're into the Robin POV. Robin needs wine, and she needs it stat. After I'm sorry, that is. I'm sorry. I didn't need to sauce it like that. After a day spent running after her 3 whirlwind students, She feels she's earned that. A long soap in her tub. And if she can stretch her budget, a pint of mint chip or pint of mint chip. Dude, slay girl, slay. You deserve that mint chip. You deserve that mint chip. She makes a mental note to never give the kids oatmeal raisin cookies again because those did not do her any favors. At least Laurent, Gail, and Lucina also seem exhausted, which she's sure their parents will appreciate. She helps the trio slip into their coats, taking extra time to tuck Lucina's blanket into the neck of her coat like a cape, and leads them to the front where Muriel and Sully are waiting. Robin finds it odd that Lucina's father is late, but if Lucina notices, she doesn't say anything. The other women greet Robin warmly, but don't dawdle, since the kids are eager to go home. Lucina tugs on her skirt only after they've gone, and Robin smiles wide at the girl pulling her cape around her. She crouches down to her level, and her smile softens at the way Lucina seems to be fighting to keep her eyes open. The girl is a cherub, despite practically being a clone of her father, all blue eyes, blue hair, and unfailing lack of tact. And while that used to disconcert her, she's grown to accept that good kids come from less than likable people. Oh shit, less than likable people. Sis, Crom sits in silence, cheeks wet. No, you don't get the context, Lunar Dave. You don't get the context. Crom is in a custody battle over Lucina with the village maiden, and he's realizing he has to marry in 3 weeks, or else he's gonna lose custody of the kid. Okay? You don't get it. It's not like that. It's not like that, okay? You don't get it. You don't get it, okay? I'll put it on my fridge where I can see it there we go. I won't forget it. Oh, wait, here we go. I'm up here. What is it, Lucina? Oh, I think this is baby Lucina, so don't forget my picture, she reminds her, pulling her by the hand to the front desk. She snatches the drawing she'd made earlier and waves it at Robin. Robin takes it, her grin wide at the barely recognizable sketch of herself and Lucina with arms like spaghetti, petting a dog that looked like a rock. Okay. Whatever. You don't have to be that mean about it. I won't forget it, she promises. I'll put it on my fridge where I can see it every day. Lucina beams. Can I make one for Daddy tomorrow, Miss Wobbin? Please? Of course. Tomorrow during art time, you can draw one for him. And please tell him all about how you drew me first, she thinks with dark satisfaction. I don't know why I made that sound. I'm ad-libbing for the author. They made that noise when I typed that out. Okay. She really should stop antagonizing him in her mind, but she can't help it. She'd bet her whole school that he said snippy things about her in his head, too. Oh, we're going from banter to lovers. I see, okay. Oh my god, I could never imagine myself with him. Like, that's where we're going. Okay, I see the vision. I see the long game here, or the short game. It might happen pretty quick. Or chapter 3 to be specific based on Grammy's info. That was just their perpetual state of being around each other. And it had been since they were bitter rivals in high school. Oh, they're even high school too. The more things change, she thinks of Lucina and her sharp eyes and how Crom is unbelievably, infuriatingly a good dad. Okay, we're already crushing. The more they stay the same. She thinks, oh dude, these parentheses are crazy. She thinks of their screaming match a month ago about whether Lucina was too old for a security blanket, which she'd won. God, it's enough to drive her up a wall. Miss Wobbin, I'm tired. Lucina yawns in the middle of her sentence. I'm tired. Can I go home? No, I gotta do the, you know, if I'm gonna pad VA, I'm gonna be pad VA, okay? Robin checks the clock and frowns when she realizes it's almost 5:30. 5? And Crom still hasn't shown. We're just waiting for your father, dear. I want to go home, she sighs, almost petulant. Robin places a hand gently on the crown of her head. Your father will be here soon. Why don't you go lie down and I'll come get you when he's here, okay? Lucina nods immediately. What is this song, by the way? It's reminding me of Nier music. I don't know why. It has like... I know that some way, somehow. I feel like parts of the melody are there. feel like I'm crazy. This is the wholesome theme when you win the case. I haven't played much Ace Attorney, so... But it was giving me Nier vibes. I don't know why. Oh, this is a classic, though. Where were we? Lucina nods immediately, and Robin leads her back to their classroom. She gets Lucina out of her coat and cape and settles her until she's comfortable on a foam mat. She drapes the threadbare blanket over Lucina and strokes her bangs back until her breathing evens out. Robin watches the way her eyes flutter behind her eyelids for a moment, and she feels a surge of protectiveness and anger on her behalf. Whenever her father decides to show, he's going to catch hell from her. She set her mind on calling him up and giving him a not-so-friendly reminder that he has a daughter, and when Sumia intercepts her. The only other teacher at the school, Sumia was her greatest rival, only ally in their struggle to keep their daycare and preschool afloat. "We have a problem," she says, and Robin groans internally. "The lighting in the back office keeps flickering. I think it's the wiring. Can we..." "I don't know," Robin sighs tiredly, rubbing at her temples. "We're gonna take a pay cut this month, as it is to pay for the new toys we got in." "We could have a bake sale," she suggests with a smile that's closer to a wince. "We could." Robin sags against the front desk, and Sumia squeezes her shoulder sympathetically. Just one she'd like for things to run smoothly and not have to worry about whether or not she'd make rent. Dude, this is 2013 when this was, like 2015 when this was written? Ace Attorney is great. I should play Ace Attorney. I really should. That fact is nothing new though. Makes it easy to push to the back of her mind when she's got bigger fish to fry. Robin sends Sumia home with the promise to look over their budget. It's past 6 and she has the phone to her ear when the front door opens. She slams the phone back on the hook at the sight of Crom, red-eyed and ragged. The sight concerns her because she's never seen him look less than immaculate. Dude, again, the crushing, it's in the dialogue already. The secret crushing that Robin already has. I see the DNA here. I see the seeds being planted, okay? I see you, author. I see you. But she can't stop herself from asking in a harsh whisper, "Where the hell have you been?" This time there's no forced pleasantries aimed at her or ridiculously gorgeous smiles. Okay, fuck, he saves for his daughter alone. He gives her a wide-eyed look that seems to be on the verge of panic. Where's Lucina?" "In the classroom sleeping." Crom makes a beeline for the room and Robin falls after him, caught between confusion and rage. Lucina is curly tightly on the mat, her blanket tight against her chest. He drops to his knees beside her and stares at her so hopelessly that Robin's anger dissipates. I grew up reading Fire Emblem 7 yaoi fanfiction in 2004. We're bringing in the community. We're uniting the community today, okay? We're spreading culture. Right now we're not reading Fire Emblem 7 yaoi, we're reading modern Fire Emblem Awakening Divorce AU, so it's a little different from the joys of fanfiction.net 2004, but this is good too. I mean, define good. I mean, it is quality. It's quality content, to be sure. Something must have happened because he's just not looking at her like she's his whole world, but she'll disappear if he so much as blinks. Her heart aches for him for one terrifying second before the surprise sets in. Robin has always been a sympathetic person, but Crom has always existed outside of that sphere. She had nothing to sympathize with when they were in high school, not when, as the son of the man that owned the city, everything had practically been handed to him. That combined with one thoughtless remark their freshman year had launched a rivalry that even teachers knew to stay out of. That doesn't stop her heart from breaking for Lucina though, just like Crom seems to be breaking for her. He slips his arms underneath the sleeping girl, carefully cradles her to his chest, and presses a lingering kiss to her hair. Lucina doesn't make a peep. She just settles down against her father. Robin can see the tension in his arms, how tight he's holding her, and she expects him to sweep out of the room without another word, leaving her to forever wonder what it was that let her catch a glimpse of Crom at his most vulnerable. He doesn't. He walks up to her and gives her an inscrutable look. Oh, here we go. Here we go. He's dropping the bombshell. He's dropping the bombshell. Robin, I need your help. She's nodding before he finishes the sentence. Or before he's finished his sentence. She's shaking her head immediately after he finishes his sentence, and she imagines he's kicking himself for relating with the most complicated question known to man. Have you lost your fucking mind? She says. Tone calm, though initially she felt like her thoughts had been scrambled to hell and back. Crom glowers, leaning forward on the couch. She sifts backward the tiniest bit to keep space between them. Are you gonna judge me? Or are you gonna help me? It's not even a question. Judge you, she decides. I don't know what I thought you needed help with, but it sure as hell wasn't this. Oh, well, I'm sorry. Miss Perfect doesn't have a contingency plan for this exact situation. He's not looking so vulnerable anymore. In fact, if he simply twists his mouth at her with that fire in his eyes, then it'll just be like old times. It's almost nostalgic, she thinks with an eye roll. You can't just spring that on someone, she hisses, making a point to keep her voice low so as not to wake the sleeping 4-year-old down the hall. She struggles to find her next word, but settles for just whispering in outrage. Marriage? Believe me, when we agreed to be civil to each other for Lucina's sake, I didn't have this in mind. I just don't have a choice. She opens her mouth to interrupt them with some nice hot logic. Ooh, some nice hot logic. Serve it up, girl. Serve it up. Piping hot straight out of the oven. Some logos. Prepared and served. She's so Tumblr coded. This is killing me. This is fucking funny. But I'm hooked. I need to know what happens. I need to know what happens. But he launches into a story about Lucina's mother, agreed, and the very real danger she posed. She doesn't try to get a word in because she's absolutely floored when he tells her that she, Robin, is his only hope to keep his daughter out of Laurel's clutches. He needs a convincing marriage to show the court he's a good enough father. Do I actually read fanfics in my own time? No. I read fanfics a lot back in like 2013, 2015. I'd say I read a lot of fanfics. But I haven't read anything recently. Part of why I wanted to do this stream is like just go back and just feel like those times again, you know? A little bit of nostalgia blast. And read stuff like this where it's like, where else am I gonna fucking read modern AU divorce court Farm Awakening, right? Like, this is why this shit is fucking awesome. I have an appreciation for fan fiction, even if I don't read it that often anymore. Anyways. I know you hate me. Wait. I think we're up here. His face falls further into his story. His face falls the further into his story he gets. And the foreign sympathy for this man comes rushing back to her. Crom still hadn't made it onto her list of favorite people. Or if he had, he was at the bottom only because she melted a little every time she watched him interact with his daughter. She wouldn't wish the fear of losing what's most precious on anyone, even him. I know you hate me. I know I haven't been the nicest since I rolled you, Selena, but I am begging you, Robin. I can't be without her. He takes a shuddering breath, and his voice breaks. Marry me. She worries her lip and slowly replies. I suspected about Laurel, considering she was always hanging off you in school. And I already knew you have the worst judgment in the world. Marrying you? Do you have any idea what you're asking? Yes. No, you don't, she snaps. You're asking me to give up my freedom for up to a year to be there for you. You're asking me to live a lie for a year and lie to everything I love, my life, my relationships. He raises an eyebrow at that, and she jabs him with her elbow. The point is that no one is that selfless, although I'll take the fact that you think I am as a compliment. By all means, he sighs, his smile brief. But there's no one else I can go to that'll take to Lucina like you have. And in case you've forgotten, that's why I'm groveling. He catches that he's raised his voice and continues more quietly. This is for Lucina. Whatever you feel for me doesn't matter as long as you love her. Ah, I do, she admits, conflicted about being the logical choice. Lucina wouldn't notice anything amiss. If anything, she jumped for joy at the chance to spend more time with Miss Robin to have a real mom. She realizes with a heavy heart that Laurel's rejection is the reason Lucina drags her blanket around everywhere, and why she got attached to Robin so quickly. She doesn't know what it's like to have her mother love her unconditionally like her father does. It wouldn't be completely altruistic, he adds, handing her a folded piece of paper. It's a check for $5,000? Dude, why is this? What is this plot point? He's fucking paying her off. These fucking male bride Robin. What the fuck? He's just dropping $5,000, and also only $5,000 when he's the fucking son of the mayor. What the fuck? Anyways, it's a check for $5,000 made out to her name. She gasps. I can't accept this. She extends it back out to him. He rolls his eyes, grabbing her empty hand to press the check into her palm. He curls his fingers around her hand. Ooh! Keeps it caught between both of his. Ah. She gaze drops down, suddenly speechless. You can. I'd rather pay you every month that it takes to sort this out than spend the next 14 years financing Laurel's crusade against me. She glances up to his eyes, and then focuses back on their hands. As much as it kills her, she can't argue that she doesn't need it. She could fix the clothes' wiring, upgrade their computers, give Sumio a raise. And then there's Lucina. We need to set some rules, she says, her mouth moving quicker than her mind. Crom's mouth drops, like he hadn't expected her to agree in the first place. He lets her go finally, his eyes dark and serious as he nods. Name them. We immediately divorce when Lucina's future is secured. Of course. And we both try our hardest to stop being petty toward each other. He shoots her a wry look. We'll try hard. I never hated you, you know, she blurts out in response. You were just mystifyingly obnoxious. You're probably a good person. Probably, huh? He murmurs, a trace of humor seeping back into his tone. I'll take it. She has about a million other questions and things she wants to say to him, but he leaves her alone abruptly to move deeper into the house. He returns minutes later, a velvet box in hand. He doesn't fall to one knee. He sits down next to her and gingerly takes her hand as if he expects her to retract it at any moment. She wills herself to breathe evenly because so what if he's not a bad guy and he's putting a ring on her finger? This is crazy. This is crazy. This is escalating at speeds never before seen. What the fuck is happening? It's happening so fast. Wait. I need to change the music. 1 second. I got the perfect track for this. Here we go. Now this is a track for the moment. Wait, I need to put it louder. It's pretty quiet. All right, here we go. Where we go? Where are we here? I never hated you either, he says. I never hated you either, he says, voice low. And it's definitely the slide of the metal on her skin that makes her want to shiver. You were just mystifyingly out of reach. He's never going to marry for love. In fact, He wouldn't be surprised if his next marriage was to ensure his company stayed in the family or something equally ridiculous. Someone should make a movie out of his life, really. The moment the procession starts, Crom's heart goes into overdrive. Their friends and family all look to him for his reaction as Robin appears at the beginning of the aisle. And he thinks his jaw drops at how radiant she is. He's never thought that about anyone, and yet he can't stop staring. The dress is lace, and slim, and entirely demure. But God doesn't make him think terrible, terrible things about the other places that look good. Hey. I'm sorry, I need to... I couldn't help myself. That's fucking funny. Anyways. Yep, he definitely can't afford to have those thoughts. So he takes it deep. Okay, no one make a gif of that. No one make a gif of that. So he takes a deep breath to clear his head as she starts to walk. Robin holds her head up high, looking calm and confident. She smiles demurely at another use of demure, by the way. She smiles demurely at him as she approaches, her mother on her arm. He mirrors her smile, a little forced at first, but it melts into something more genuine when Robin steps to hug and kiss Lucina in the front row. That's why he's doing this, he reminds himself. That's why Robin's agreeing to lie to everyone they know and marry him. When she slips her hand into his, he studiously keeps his eyes on hers and squeezes her fingers. Despite her outward confidence, she's nervous, and he tries to reassure her to thank her with his touch. It doesn't work. She seems tense until the efficient starts to spiel. And he relaxes in turn, since this is what'll make or break the rest of his life. Crom, do you take Robin to be your lawfully wedded wife? I have to, probably wouldn't go over well, so he settles for, I do. Good job, Daddy, Lucina whispers entirely too loudly. And he and Robin share a look and a short laugh that sets them at ease. This is for you, Lucy. Robin, do you take Crom to be your lawfully wedded husband? The garden is silent, awaiting her answer, and Crom's grip on her hands tightens a smidge. She's scared that at any moment someone is going to see right through them and expose them as a sham. The words sit on the tip of her tongue. The one she's supposed to say to make this right, because if she doesn't love him, then at the very least she loves Lucina. Robin's just starting to find out what she'd do for her happiness. I do. There. She said it. Crom relaxes. The audience seems to take a collective breath. She doesn't hear the next word the officiant says, but she knows what comes next. She knows what comes next. Crom lets go of her hands and gently cups her face, curving his palms around her jaw. this is how you do it, by the way, AJ. You go like the full, and then you're like, he's not nervous anymore. Why would he when he's managed to lock what? When he's managed to lock her down? Okay, I want to use those words, Crom. And secure his daughter's future. Instead, the look he gives her before he leans down is soft and grateful. And when he tilts her head up, she meets him halfway. Okay, we're very romantic now. His lips are yielding and confident, but the kiss is brief. She definitely doesn't wonder what it'd be like to kiss him like in Sumiya's romance novels, except that maybe it'd be nice. And maybe he thinks it'd be nice too. If the pink in his cheeks is anything to go by. Cheers erupt from the audience, and he holds her close for a moment, pressing their foreheads together. It looks romantic, she bets, but he doesn't whisper sweet nothings to her. Fortunately? Unfortunately? Thank you, he says sincerely. He leans in, closer to whisper in her ear. I know this isn't what either of us wanted, but what you're doing is... He trails off and looks at her with the blue of his eyes entirely too close and captivating. She pulls him back against her. Stupidly selfish, and I'm gonna live to regret it? I hope not, he smiles. And this time it's not for her, but for everyone else. Lucina leaps from her seat and throws herself into their arms, kissing them both. Mommy, there's cake in that room over there, she shouts. Daddy, can we please go? Robin smiles against the sudden lurch of her heart. Even if this goes off without a hitch, she's already in too deep. She won't make it out without breaking her own heart. Standing ovation, circle clap, alligator clap, all of the above. Absolute cinema. This is so fucking stupid, but so fucking fun. Couldn't afford anything from the wedding registry, but congratulations. Thank you. Thank you for the tenner. I think the Australian tenner? I don't know what the A dollar is. I think it's Australian dollars. That's crazy though.
So now chapter 3.
No. I'm not gonna read further. I do want to read the reviews. 41 reviews. Still updated in like 2020. Wait, Crom? DUI Crom? Wait, hold. Crom drove her even though he had a fair amount of wine? Dude, not my goat, bro. Not my fucking goat. He got a fucking DUI. Crom gets a DUI. I fucking can't, dude. Crom drunk driving? Dude, I guess he did say he was drinking a lot, man. Retweet if you live to booze and cruise. Yeah. Holy shit. I'm gonna go to the last one. Hey, do you think you can make a series about this? I would love to read it. Well, the guest, you're in luck. You got a series on your hands here. Joxable? I could see things working out. Oh, you continue because people are commenting on it. This fic is cute. Please update. Yay. No, people like this. I get it. Can't wait for the next one. I want you an update. The people are loving it. They're loving it, Jerry. They're eating it up. They're eating up the modern AU. They're eating up the divorce court AU. They're loving it. They absolutely love it. Yes, more. Waiter. More divorce court modern AUs, please. More divorce court modern AUs. Up and running. Oh shit, they're gonna do it. Oh shit. They're gonna fuck. Oh shit. Oh, they're gonna do it. They're gonna fucking fuck. And then Crom's gonna go to jail with a DUI. Dude, that's saucy, man. That's saucy. You gotta drop a link. I'll drop a link. It's for Lucina. By When the Moon Met the Sun. Free Crom, bro. Free Crom, man. He did nothing wrong. Okay, he did a little bit wrong, but like, he did nothing wrong, bro. Damn. That's honestly, I'm loving the creativity in general in the fics. There's a lot of good creativity here, just in general. Next fic, all right, Grammy has been doing me no wrong, so I think we're gonna follow Grammy's lead here. We've done Modern AU, we've done M Robin, and give me Yuri. We haven't done Yuri, that is true. We need some Yuri, and also I do need your best Lucina fic in general. Just any Lucina or self-insert. Dude, I could actually, it's almost like 11. But waiter. More Yuri, please? Could I have a side of Yuri? We need another stream of this. This is too good. I do agree. This is too good. Could I have Modern AU Yuri with Lucina self-insert fic on the side. The Yuri is Tiki Femme Robin. Is that acceptable? Oh, that's acceptable. That's acceptable. We'll pull it up, Grammy. You gotta just give me the author, man. I got you. Give me the Fury, give me Yuri. The people yearn for Yuri, especially narrated by me. All right. My sapphic narration is impeccable, I will say. And by impeccable, I mean I don't think I've ever narrated Yuri in my life. But there's always something, you know. There's always, you never know. Greatness is hiding in plain sight. It's hiding in plain sight, you know? I have to look it up. I'm fine to take a little break here while you look it up. I'll give my voice a little bit of a rest here. By the way, did no one notice that my lamp, I gave it sunglasses? I tried to put them on Lucina earlier today, on the Lucina plush, but they wouldn't stay. So I just put it on the lamp. The lamp does have drip, man. You just noticed it? It's crazy it's just getting noticed, but I thought that shit kind of slaps. I need to get more sunglasses. I need to get another pair for it. The lamp is lit? That's a good pun, man. That's a good pun. Give him a hat? I don't know. The thing is that if any hat I put is going to knock off the glasses. So I don't think I can actually do that. I wish I could, but I don't think I actually can. The cowboy hat is just going to knock the glasses off. You know what I can do? I'll try for the other one. Wait. I've got a Swiss Chalet hat. Wait, actually? Wait, I can cook. I can cook for the other one. Ooh. Oh, but I've got a Hatsune Miku racing hat. Hatsune Miku racing hat will fuck. One sec. It's a little big. Might do backwards. Backwards doesn't really look right though. Swiss Chalet mentioned. I can see the Swiss Chalet hat is smaller, so it might look better. You can't really tell it has a hat. Can't really tell. I'll try the Swiss Chalet hat. That's a better fit, but again, you can't really tell like it's a hat. It's hard to tell from that angle, but we're trying. Dude, real ones know Swiss Chalet though. Sweater Weather, Archive of Our Own, Lucy Seb Yuri. I mean, that hits a lot of the things we're looking for. Maybe no hat, he's bald. Yeah, I mean, maybe it's okay to be bald. Wait. Yeah. I think no hat for now. No hat for now. Dude, speaking of sweater weather, it's fucking snowing like crazy outside. Or it was. Holy shit. Winter started like a couple weeks too early. How cold is it? It's 1 degree Celsius minus 1 degree Celsius, but it was like crazy snow. Crazy snow. Anyways, do I dare go to Archive of Our Own right now? I kind of want to stay in the fanfiction.net universe for now. Maybe we go further afield if we do another stream of this, which it sounds like chat wants to do. Trust me. 1 second. I know what. While we wait for the other fic to be surfaced, we can go to archive of our own. Sweater weather on archive. Lucy Seb. If I copy and paste this keyword, it's got to come up. I got a Harry Potter one. Sweater weather, archive of our own, Fire Emblem. It's by Measured. Sweater weather by Sapphics. I agree to the terms of archive of our own. I'm signing away my life to them. Part 6 of Kinktober. What? Am I on the right one? I don't know if I'm on the right one. Fiverr for the Leone fanfic. Thank you for the Fiverr, Anthony. Or Anthony. However you say it. I think I'm on the wrong fic. It is a Fire Emblem Heroes fic, but that's crazy. Fire Emblem Heroes of the Saphiverse? Dude, what? Part 32 of the Saphiverse? Holy shit. Can't find it. We're getting our Yuri from somewhere else. But Anthony, I don't know if we're going to do Three Houses fix today. We're staying in the Awakening verse right now. I think you're on the right fic. I don't know if Kinktober, Fire Emblem Heroes of the Saphiverse is the right place. I really don't. But Dragonstorm, who am I looking for? Haven't quality checked. That's okay. You said Measured? What if I just do archive of our own Fire Emblem Measured? What if I put it in the Discord under stream links? Yeah, if you put it there, that might be best. Because I can't find this shit. Yeah. Okay, copy link. 1 second, chat. Sweater weather. Oh, it's short too. It's only 800 words. Okay. Don't open AO3 on stream. Luckily, this one, I'm only opening individual stories, so it doesn't have any crazy tags that I can see. Unless I'm insane. Like, so I gotta zoom in. Like, the tags are ugly sweaters and fluff. Like, dude, not safe for work, bro. Ugly sweaters, not safe for work. Trick or Treat 2014. Content ID banned. Okay. Lucina's mother is female my unit. Severa's father is Gregor. Okay. I love how... I remember this being a thing in a lot of fics when I was reading too. That they would always explain the parents of the kids, like that they had done, to make sure you know the right hair colors and who's father or mother. Just because Awakening has so many ways that you can pair them together. So yeah, Gregor Cordelia and female my unit Crom, I guess here. All right, here we go. I'm gonna. Should I keep the S support music on, or is this a Funny Footsteps story? Is this Funny Footsteps or is this S support music? I need to know, Dragonstorm. I need to know. What's the vibe check? More Funny Footsteps? You got it. Fire Emblem. Funny footsteps. Bring back the she shanties. I'm not gonna do that. Wait, where's Funny Footsteps? Where's Funny Footsteps? There we go. I found Funny Footsteps. Thank you for another fire there, Nathan. There's a 3 hours of fic where Leone gets a bionic cannon arm. Excuse me? What? Also, probably a little loud. 1 second. Okay, it should be better now. They turned Leone into Samus? Maybe we do have to check that out. We're learning low on time, though. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be streaming tonight. Anyways. Here we go. Ahem. Severa didn't bother knocking as she lifted up the tent flap. Lucina packed light, so she didn't have anything to trip over as she came in. Lucina was expecting her anyways. She'd spent several hours brushing out her hair, picking out her best clothes to match, and fixing her cracked nails. War was hell on her beauty. Also, I can highlight here. War was hell on her beauty regime. Although, actually, I'm fucking up dragging. Until it took ages to undo the damage of a single battle. At least there were supplies here. Back in the old times, she'd have to simply accept being hungry and dirty and miserable was all she'd ever get. Severa expected the usual uniform, but was greeted with the screaming bright monstrosity of a shirt that hung too big and low on Lucina, completely hiding her curves. Oh, what is that thing that you're wearing? Is it a secret tactic to make enemies gouge out their eyes? Because if it is, it's working. Severa tossed her red pigtails in annoyance. It's called an ugly sweater, although I couldn't fathom why they'd call it. It's so colorful, Lucina said. Some kind of tree was in the middle, a pine maybe, that completely clashed with the bright red material. Even clashed with Lucina's hair. And her long, thick, gorgeous hair went with everything. Something that a redhead like Severa was intensely jealous of. The more she looked, the more she felt utterly repulsed. But Lucina looked so damn happy about her hideous clothes. She hadn't seen Lucina smile in so long, but she smiled at all the wrong things. That sweater was an assault on her sensibilities. Severa scrunched up her nose. I think this is Lucina dialogue. Okay. In fact, people will have parties with them. Mother and Father are wearing them as well. Mother was so thankful, and Father was speechless. It'll be the first time we've been together like this since... Lucina was always shouldering the burdens of everyone else in the army. She couldn't even sleep most nights, because she was that worried that their mission would fail. I thought it might be a chance to introduce them to you again, Lucina said, looking tender. Severa reminded herself, her spiteful pride, that she was the only one who got to see this. This softness, this love. It was hers. Introduce them to us, Lucina meant. They'd happened between fights, between battlefields. With a war and a time to save, meeting the parents wasn't exactly a priority as much as Severa hated being low priority in anything. She also wasn't looking forward to the jokes. Oh look, a daughter of Cordelia married a daughter of Crom. Oh look, it's fate. Screw that. Her mother and her pathetic crush had nothing to do with Severa. Is that what you're wearing? Lucina said. Severa sighed and twisted a strand of red hair around her finger. Knowing Lucina, she'd picked out an even uglier one that totally clashed with her hair and hid her curves, making her look like a colorblind 12-year-old who needed to be rescued from her fashion sons. But Lucina looked so happy, so hopeful, like Severa couldn't even remember when. For once, she bit back her pride. Her mother might have made a fool of herself, but this wasn't the same at all. Whatever. Her beauty would prevail over Lucina's poor taste. Not even a sweater this ugly could make her nails look bad. Fine, hand it over. Lucina pulled up the sweater, and it was even worse than Severa had feared. She visibly cringed. Cringed at the awfulness of the sweater. No words could explain this bright, abomination of fashion. She pulled it over her head, careful not to mess up her hair. It's not like I'd wear this for, you know, Severus said. She flushed and looked down. I'm glad you're coming. I know they'll like you, Lucina said, for once believing without a worry. How couldn't they? Because I'm a mess and I'm a brat, everyone says so, Severus said bitterly. Everyone is wrong, and if they say it near me, they'll feel the edge of my sword, Lucina said. She pushed up the tent flap and they stepped out into the twilight. The camp was lit by distant campfires and filled with the scent of cooking dinner. Lucina put her arm about Severus' waist awkwardly, so the entire world could see her horrible taste in women in clothes on display. Holy shit, her horrible... Oh shit. Fucking narrator from the top rope. Fucking ending Severa's career. Holy shit. Severa and Lucina's careers fucking destroyed. Severa leaned into her, glaring at anyone whose gaze lingered on them too long. Mentally, she fought back the bitter words towards herself. This will go horribly. She'll realize she can do better. Then again, if Lucina had decent sense, she wouldn't be dating her. So, maybe she could tolerate a few ugly sweaters. Keep it up and you'll be stuck with me, Severa mumbled. She looked away to hide her blush. I can only hope, Lucina said. She smiled so sweet. And all for Severa. Smile for her alone. Nice. That's very wholesome vibes. Wholesome 100 vibes in the chat. Wholesome 100. Look at all these people who gave kudos. Like Railgun7 and Hurricane Claw. And I swear I just like to read. That's a good username. That's a good username. I swear I just like to read. Dude, Meow Machine, love this one, bro. Love this one. Alright, I got one more in the tank. I can feel my voice fading away. I got one more in the tank. I Eat Lasers? Was that a name down here? Was I Eat Lasers a name? That's fucking awesome. But this is the type of shit, I mean, please the isekai, it's not on topic, okay? It's not on topic. Also, I'm going to turn off Funny Footsteps. And I'll put the sea shanties back on because people want the sea shanties, okay? Where was this? We'll go Land Ahoy. Alright, back to fanfiction.net. I got one more. Let's find something in the filters. Genre. We did some angst already. Wait, horror. We need some horror. Apply. Fire Emblem Awakening Horror. Last page. Oh no, this is all Fire Emblem. Let's go. I want to keep it in Elise for now, but if there's only 26 of them. Horror tends to be graphic. We'll see how graphic. We'll keep it in teen, bro. We'll keep it in teen. I want some horror. Sick of the lies. Robin X Lucina one-shot horror tragedy? Wait. She was sick of telling secrets, sick of telling lies, sick of it all. I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued. It's all your fault, the Fire Emblem creepypasta? Wait. Fire Emblem creepypasta? No. I think we gotta do the Fire Emblem creepypasta. We gotta do the creepypasta. Wait, we can't do sea shanties to the creepypasta though. What do we do for the horror music? What do you got? What would be good music for this? What would be good music for the creepypasta? Lavender Town? No fucking way. It has to be Lavender Town. Wait, you're right. Yes. Oh shit. It is the creepypasta music. Alright, here we go. Hey all, this is a Fire Emblem creepypasta, because I don't think there's any creepypastas. I'm too lazy to check XD. This is my first creepypasta, but I'm not a fan of creepypasta, so don't expect any more stories with this genre. Disclaimer, I don't know any Fire Emblem. Just Dawn and her parents. Who's Dawn? Wait, who's Dawn? And who's her parents? Who's her parents? Wait, what? Here we go. Oh, dude, I know, I can tell I'm gonna love this. Wait. When I heard that Fire Emblem Awakening was coming out in North America, I was psyched. After the 12th Fire Emblem game didn't come out in the US, I was worried that Awakening wasn't going to come out there either. It took me a while to get my copy of Awakening due to a shipping error, or something like that. A couple of weeks after its release, I finally got it. The intro was amazing, and Chrom, the main character of the game, was hot as hell. Shit. Anyways, I started a new file on the game, and after choosing the difficulty, I chose normal because you never know what the game might have in store for us. There were two choices, casual and classic. Fuck. Casual was where if your units died, they come back in the next chapter. In classic, however, the permadeath was on, and any units who died will never come back. And if you love them, you had to reset. Real Fire Emblem players play classic. I thought I chose classic. I chose one of the 3 files, and I started the game. I was given a character called an avatar. The game asked me what gender it was. I chose female. It then asked for its name. I saved the name it Dawn. After me. Oh, they own the rights to their own name. That's crazy. They own Dawn and her mother. They own the copyright. The game then asked me what my avatar looked like. I chose these features. Brown hair with a small braid on the side of the head. Brown almond-like eyes, short stature, and a young voice. The game, we're just getting a summary so far, by the way. The game then began with a cutscene of Chrom fight against Grima, in my point of view. After watching the cutscene and I finished the chapter, I then began chapter 1, and so on. So far, the game was amazing. Good graphics, funny characters, a great story. And I was happy that support conversations were back. Shadow Track didn't have any. Disappointment. Dude, it's still just a summary right now. I could also pair up the characters with each other. I paired my avatar up with Chrom, Lisa, and with Donald, who surprised me with his badassness despite being a villager. Dude, he's totally badass. It's fucking epic, man. And Sumiya with Frederick. There are a lot more pairings, but that's for another time. Spoiler alert, I don't think there's another time. Where's Donald? Yeah, who's Donald? Don't know him. Anyways. While fighting to save Emblem, Donald was up against a warrior. He was doing fine until a critical hit downed him. No. Fuck. Shit. I read his death dialogue. Why? Why did you do this, Dawn? I stared at the screen for a little while. I can just reset and get him back, I said. Unfazed by the strange dialogue Donald said. I turned off my 3DS, and I reset the game. When the game started again, I looked at my army. That's when I realized that Donald wasn't on the list. Guys. I looked through my army a couple more times. Still couldn't find Donald. What? I said confused. Did I miss him? Or is he... I shook my head. Probably a bug. I should be more careful. I then continued playing. While playing, I pressed a button to go to a menu, and I saw that the support choice was highlighted, meaning that there were new support conversations. All right, more supports, I said. I chose it, and Lisa and my avatar were highlighted. I chose Lisa, and I saw that Lisa can support with my avatar. That's when weird things happened. Instead of the usual C, B, and A ranks, I saw a D rank. Fuck. Shit. Fuck. Huh? I said, confused. I chose the support, and the conversation started. It started with Lissa crying. She was saying, Why did it have to happen? Oh, Donald. Okay. Okay, I said. Dude, even more confused. My avatar then appeared on the other side. Lissa, with an extremely sad face, said to my avatar,
Why'd you let him die, Don? Why? Why did you let him die?
I fucking accidentally hit by a part of my mic arm off. Anyways, I was taken aback by this strange conversation. Avatar didn't say anything, and Lissa continued,
You're a tactician. You're supposed to be good, and you let Donald die. How could you? How could you?
The conversation ended, and the room the two characters were in turned dark, and a message popped up. Support D has been obtained. This is starting to get weird, I said as I continued to play. During chapter 14, Kellum was downed by a berserker. Shit, I said. Then Kellum said his death quote. It's your fault, Don. It's your fault. Then he disappeared. I reset, and I looked at my army again. Kellum was not there. Oh no, I said, getting a little worried. I then got another support with Olivia, Kellum's wife. I chose the support, and the conversation started.
You killed my husband, you monster. Why'd you let him die?
Why'd you let him die? Why'd you let him die? I was shocked when Olivia said that in the game. What is going on? I said. After seeing the conversation, I continued playing, feeling a little uneasy. When I got to the chapter where you can recruit Owain, Lisa was attacked by a sage, and it killed her. Oh no, I said in panic mode. Lissa said, You killed me. No, son. She then disappeared. I didn't bother resetting since no matter what, the characters I love were now dead. When I first saw Owain's portrait, I freaked out. Owain's face was distorted as if he was in a car crash. Was Crom driving? Because if Crom was driving, I might be able to explain the series of events. You're not going to believe this, okay? His eyes were full of sorrow, and his hair filled with blood. What does it mean your hair is filled with blood? What does that mean? How can your hair be filled with blood? Is it, I guess, soaked with blood? How is it filled with blood? Anyways. You killed my mother and my father. Now look at what you've done. I'm a mess. If you hadn't killed my parents, I didn't kill them, I shouted. You did. Owain responded to my surprise. I can't read this line. No. I hate my life. I must kill myself. I hate my life. I'ma kill myself. Okay, dude. Owain then ran into an army, and the enemy attacked him. He had no weapon. He was unharmed. He was unarmed. The enemy killed him. And Owain said, "This is your fault, Don. I would have been alive if you hadn't killed my parents." He then disappeared. It's literally not my fault. You literally just said, "I'm gonna kill myself," and then killed yourself. What the fuck? Are you kidding me? Anyways, whatever. I reset the game about 1,000,000 times. Owain didn't come back. This isn't happening. I cried. Tears flowing down my face. Then more characters died, and their death quotes left me more scared.
This is your fault. Why? Just why?
You're a murderer.
Too young to go extinct. Why did you kill off my species? Ow!
I didn't stop playing. I continued. In the last chapter, Crom was killed by Grima. No, I shouted. Crom, as he was dying, said, "It's your fault, Dawn. Now, in this will never be saved. You murderer." He then disappeared. The game over screen popped up, but it was different. The table with a book and the lit candle were bloody, and there were sliced body parts hanging around it. This can't be, I sobbed. Then a message popped up. Do you feel bad for killing off these characters? There was a yes and a no option. Feeling guilty for what I've done, I've chose yes. Then I'll show you the mess you have done, the message said. The camera panned to the left, and what I saw had me scared or scarred. I think they're scared. There were the dead bodies of the characters I killed off. Dude, what is this? Callum had a huge cut in his head. His brain was showing and it was bleeding heavily. No duh, he has a huge cut in his head. What the fuck you think? Donald's chest was wide open and his heart was showing. Lisa had severe burns all over her body and clothes. All of them had their eyes wide. And it's full of sorrow as their mouths gaped open. It was a huge bloodbath. Okay, I don't know what that comment is. This is what you have done, Dawn. A message popped up. If you had chosen casual, none of this would have happened. Now you are a murderer, a killer, and a failure. It's your fault. It's your fault. My mind was racing now, but I wasn't trying to. I cried. You still killed them, the message said, and it's your fault. It's your fault. The message reiterated its word. It's your fault. It's your fault. It's your fault. It's your fault. I was crying and screaming. It's your fault. It's your fault. I was pulling my hair. And then huge words popped up and it said in bold, "It's your fault." I quickly turned off my game. And I ran to the kitchen to throw it in the trash as I ignored my parents' questions. I never played a Fire Emblem game ever again. I mean, happy ending. Happy ending. A soul was saved on this day. All right, they never became a Fire Emblem fan, so that's a net positive. That's a happy ending. Wow, incredible. Chills. Let's see the reviews. Are there reviews? Fucking chills, man. Fucking chills. 18 reviews. Okay, I'm not reading that one at the top. Oh man, Gunlord 500 loved it. That was some good creepypasta. Halloween's definitely coming up, it seems. This is a really good story you have here. I enjoyed it. Dude, D-Drive, oh shit. D Drive's about to come down from the top rope. I'm afraid that as far as creepypastas go, this is very cliched. Characters dying permanently, lots of gore. Big fan can't play their favorite series again. It's all been done so many times, and yours doesn't really do anything to stand out. Also, a big part of horror comes from attention, but there isn't much of that in this story. It all comes and goes way too fast, and then plays out predictably. It actually isn't bad at first with the D support and everything, but starting it with a win, it just got too over the top to really work. Still, I've been hoping for someone to try creepypasta, so thank you for trying. Dude, thank you for trying. Fuck D Drive, dude. Fuck you, D Drive. Fucking peace. Thank you for trying. Eat shit. Anyways, sorry, D Drive. Actually, D Drive, your profile isn't even clickable. You didn't even upload any stories yourself, alright? It's literally Miguel. This is a Miguel-ass comment. This is a fucking Miguel-ass comment. What else is in here? I will never play Fire Emblem Awakening again. Dude, damn it, dude. Nobody posts this face anymore. We used to be a culture, man. We used to be a culture. No one posts the dash faces anymore, man. No one posts them. Dude, I really like this, and this one is fan-freaking-tastic, dude. We used to be a real country, man. We used to be a real country. People used to type out fan-freaking-tastic and mean it. Okay? We used to be a country, man. There used to be unity, okay? How great, XD, I must write a creepypasta for this series. Double asterisk? I don't know why you put 2 asterisks there. Bullshit. That's a great review. Fucking bullshit, bro. It didn't happen. It didn't fucking happen, man. The guest, bro, had to let him know. So I'm gonna turn off the Lavender Town and go back to sea shanties again. I need to make sea shanties like regular OST on this. Oh wow, I never play on classic, and reading this made me feel a bit scared, but it's a good story. You know what? I'm glad. Here's the thing. Even though this story is silly, I'm happy, you know, that people can find their audience. I'm happy Fire Emblem Awakening Girl read this creepypasta. Fuck. I'm glad that Fire Emblem Awakening Girl connected with another person over this creepypasta, right? You found the target audience, people bonded, right? It's sincere, yeah. And then you got guys trying to be funny, putting 9.9999999 out of 10. Okay, whatever, fuck you, dude. Whatever, guest, dude. Fire Emblem Awakening Girl based review, guest review. Cringe people trying to be funny in the reviews, man. Go to fucking Letterboxd, dude. That site is now just people trying to be funny in reviews, okay? I'm sure your material would fucking knock out of the park there. Actually, you'd probably bomb there too, but I'm sorry, I'm being so mean. I'm being so mean to this guy who posted this random guest from 10 years ago. I'm just fucking frying him alive. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guest. Who posted this in April of 2014, okay? I'm sorry. I'll be better. He could be here. Dude, this guest could be anyone, man. It could be one of you. You might have forgotten you even posted it. Good concept. The D level support, dude, the D level support might be the fucking funniest thing I've ever read in my life. The idea of a D support appearing in your game and it being scary is so fucking funny. Like, give me the F supports, bro. Give me the F supports. The delivery, it was rushed. And like what the other guy said, creepypastas need tension. Takes more than gore and bloodfest to make a good one. Concept good, delivery needs massive work. Okay. You can't kill Donald, 0 out of 10. Again, people trying to be funny, but at least this is a little bit funnier. It's also just posted by Donald. Donald's like, fuck this shit. What do you mean I died? I wouldn't fucking die. Oh, that's good. That's fucking good, man. That's alright. Too much aching blood out, dude. People, bro, go to Letterboxd. Bear Glitch, go to Letterboxd, bro. Leave the real reviews on fanfiction.net, okay? And that's why I choose casual. Good job. It was a bit rushed. I hope you remaked it. People are asking for the remake, man. It connected. This is like 2 years after it's posted as well. 8.5 not a point. Dude, the too much water fucking joke. I forgot that was a thing in 2016. Dude, the shanty's going off in the background. Holy shit. It's the acapella. Or acapella. And then, yeah, people just trying to be funny. Damn, that was intense. Really good. Anyways. Who is the author of this again? Writer of Worlds. Dude, look at the PFP. Click for larger image. Don't mind if I do. Incredible. Incredible, man. Wait. Writer of Worlds. Did they end up writing anything else? Did they blossom into an incredible writer? 100th story? Dude, they retired. God bless Writer of Worlds. God bless your service. 2/19/25, they finally put up the fucking gloves. They hung up the gloves, but goddamn, they put in the work. Not everyone hits the hundo, man. Thank you for your service. Okay. Thank you for your service. Goodbye, fanfiction.net. God bless. They're on other stuff too. GameGeek 95's inactive. Oh, wait. OTPs. Planned stories. Oh my god. They have a lot of stuff. Whoa, what is going on here? There's some crazy stuff in here. What is this? My wish to be a smasher. Mac, a terminally ill 17-year-old made a wish to become a smasher to meet Mario? Based on a theory YouTube video? What? Considering her rewrite, dude. My thoughts on constructive criticism. Wait. We all have that one person who puts out the good and bad. I'll say one thing. Even though I'm an amateur, I have the thinnest skin in the world. Please, if there are any glaring flaws, do not be afraid to give me concrete. Concrete? Is this a word? Concrete? Constructive criticism. Okay. It took me 2 seconds to piece it together. I consider concrete as my drug. Bro, who needs to get high when you've got concrete, bro? Concrete, yeah. Don't attack me personally. Fair enough. Feel free to tear my stories a new one. Well, I'm sorry I literally picked one of your oldest or a really old story of yours. I do want to know what their work was more recently. Dude, they were publishing Saving Ferdinand. They're still writing Fire Emblem Fix, bro. Sorry, I'm sea shantying. This is such a crazy stream. Just fucking rocking to sea shanties reading fucking Fire Emblem fan fiction profiles. I do want to see if the writing has changed. Oh, it's way better. Holy shit. I'm only going to glance through this, but you love to see it, man. You love to see it. This is why fanfiction is beautiful. Fanfiction is beautiful, man. Wait, you've read this one? You've read their work, man. Grammy, you've read their work. You've read Writer of Worlds. Now you know their origin story. Okay? You know their creepypasta dark past. Now you know. They definitely actually still have the XD random energy, which I kind of respect. He's a ninja. What's not to like? They kind of have this going on, but what if their recent works consist of torture? Hey, look, they improved on the creepypasta writing too. Okay, they do have a lot of torture, vomiting, home invasion. Bloody injury. Wait, hold. They really blood cursing. Injuries, bullying. Holy shit. What the fuck? What is Wump? I'm sorry, what is a Wump? Do I want to know what Wump is? What does Wump mean? I need to be educated. Also, Anthony, thanks for another $5, by the way. Why is everyone involved kidnapping? Hey, man. Wump is all around angst. I did not know about this. I didn't know about Wump. Wump is fanfic speak for a fic about characters getting hurt, sometimes paired with care and recovery. Where's the origin of that term? Wow, that's crazy. I didn't know about that. I've never heard of this. I've never heard of this term. That's crazy. This guy needs therapy. Hey, no armchair psychologists in the chat, okay? This bro doesn't know what Wump is. I'm not a fanfiction guy. I'm not a fanfic guy. I mean, I'm delving into this world for the first time in a while, okay? But yes, I don't know what Wump is. Unless you were saying that ironically, but... Dead dove? Do I want to know all this terminology? Maybe I don't want to know. I thought that was Wump from Mario. No, it's not a Womp. It's Wump. Wait, can we get a Wump fic? Wait, I'm cooking. Fanfic writers, you can steal this from me. We need a Wump fanfic. Okay? It writes itself, man. Wump literally, like, fucking slams himself into the ground all day. You can do this. The premise is ripe for the picking. Okay? Womp x Thwomp. Wait, you need a Womp x Thwomp Wump fanfic. There you go. Who cares and heals Womp? Thwomp. See? We're cooking. We're cooking. Okay? We're cooking. Dead dove? I don't know what dead dove is. I'm not even gonna go down that rabbit hole. I'm more of a crack writer. What the fuck? I'm getting hit with a bunch of terms I don't know what the fuck it means. What do you mean a crack writer? Or like long stories with actual plot. What's a crack writer? Crack is memes. Okay. You're a meme writer. Got it. I love crack. Same, brother. Same. Yo. Say hell yeah in the chat if you love crack. Anyways. That's going to be it for me today. Dude, what a good stream. Oh my god, what a good fucking stream. I'm gonna, more sea shanties. What's the one? I don't think there's an audio source for the Chrome here, but...
Haul away the bowling so early in the morning. Haul away the bowling hole. Haul away the bowling before the day was dawning. Haul away the bowling hole. Haul away the bowling, the fore and main to bowling. Haul away the bowling hole. Haul away the bowling, the fore to gallant bowling. Haul away the bowling hole. Haul away the bowling, the capon girls are howling. Haul away the bowling hole. Haul away the bowling, we'll either break or bend it. Haul away the bowling hole. Haul away the bowling, we're men enough to mend it. Haul away the bowling hole.
Okay, that'll be it for today, chat. Also, yes, Grammy. Yes, please do comment the names of the fics, and if you can get if you do that, that actually is very blessed. I appreciate that. If you can get those, comment on the VOD, that would be blessed. Anyways, now, dude. Oh, it's music's gonna be doubled. Anyways, that was fucking sick. That was fucking sick. Yes, thank you, Grammy. Grammy MVP. MVP this stream. YouTube doesn't let you VIP people or give people VIP. Grammy, you are the winner, or you're the MVP of today's stream. You put us on so much game. God bless. Anyways, that's gonna be it for me today. I'll be streaming again on Thursday. What did you walk into? It's peak. You have to watch the VOD. This is actually an all-time stream, all-time VOD. You have to watch it. Anyways, thank you everybody for tuning in. And I'll see you on Thursday. I don't know what I'll be streaming on Thursday, but I'll see you then. Have a great evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you're at. Bye-bye.